I gotta give props where props are due, Dean.
Oh yeah.
To myself. No, I'm just kidding. Eddie.
Wow.
Eddie was practicing making logos today, and I really liked what he came up with. I was really surprised.
Well, that makes one of us.
Wow.
How dare you?
I appreciate one of you then.
For a first logo, that was pretty strong. I mean, it was infinitely better. Like, I didn't know what to expect, and I was like, wow, this is...
I told him I liked it. I said I wasn't expecting much, and he came out swinging. So
He really did. He even had the blur shot on the black, with black blur shadow. I was like, that's a pro move.
So are you using it?
No.
absolutely not.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey, guys. My name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Eddie.
And I'm Jonathan.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank our friends over at Water Scrapyard and 1/6 Corner for sponsoring tonight's episode.
We have a great show planned for you guys tonight. We're talking a lot of Lego tonight, and it's actually a big theme this week on the network. But before we get into all of that, Dean, let's kick it off with the world's favorite podcast segment.
I hope you guys are ready.
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What did you get new this week? So I've been waiting for this probably my entire life, if I'm being honest. It's
Not a woman.
Oh, wow. That's pretty messed up, dude. I'll tell your mom I'll call her later.
Wow.
Jesus.
Your mom will call her later.
So this is the Bandai Chogokin DX Valkyrie VF1J with GBP armor. It's absolutely amazing. We did the unboxing. If you saw it, you know how fucking beautiful it was. I almost sad I took it out of the box. I'm not going to lie, John. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, it was so cool.
It was a sin.
Here it is. It's amazing.
It was a sin.
It's almost like a small child could hug it. But it's absolutely incredible. If you like Macross or Robotech, there you go. And that's all I had this week. So,
Wow. Real quick, let's check in the chat. We got Toy Mafia, Took, Badfish. We also have Cuervo, P Rockzilla, Brenton Palmer, Jimmy Hernandez, Mark Pearson, Absolute Irwin, Equan, Big Fern, Pablo Meza, Danik and Lee Walker. Danny, if you're free, hit me up, bro. 6 Scale Reviews. Mark Pearson, he says, my 7-year-old asked to give her an oh yeah CW going off the big TV for a little while. Wow. We also got Loco Lou.
Yeah, I don't know.
Badfish. Robbie Rocket Fingers. Bunch of angels. Eddie, what'd you get this week?
Oh shit. I got the SYY Toys Greek Warrior #1. Their first figure from this third-party company. It's pretty cool. The accessories and the armor, insane, because everything's die-cast. But it also makes it very hard to like hold the shield up and everything, at least with this shitty body it comes with, because it comes with a very basic generic body. So I'm gonna have to get a Fison body to go with it. And then the head sculpt is okay. You can see who it's supposed to be. You can see Brad Pitt, but it's not the best. But with the helmet on, that's definitely better. But yeah, I like it. I don't have it posed up right now because I still need to get the Fison body, but once I do, I'm pretty happy with the purchase. It makes me interested to see what this company does going forward, like the Ring Wraith that they're working on.
Dude, that Ring Wraith's probably going to be all die-cast.
Dude, I'm stoked, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
I got 2 of them on order with Rick.
Noise. Even the boots on this one are diecast. I thought you were joking with us, but no, dude.
I know.
Solid diecast.
They went all out. The only things that are not diecast is the head sculpt and the pleather and the hands. Everything else, diecast.
And how much was it?
I think it was around 180.
SMH Hot Toys.
I know.
Fuck, charging an arm and a leg and everything's
Well,
fucking plastic.
the other thing that I was giving Zach shit about when we were doing the unboxing is the shoulder pieces. I don't think they're meant to stay on the figure by themselves. I think you're meant to pose up the figure and just kind of place them there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
it seems odd.
Yeah, I know. I didn't never look up any reviews or anything, but the only way I could see them staying is if you glued them or if you like pinched them to the metal, like Zach was saying, which is weird.
You attacked him for it.
I felt attacked. 6Go Review says, "Where'd you get it from, Eddie? Been looking for that figure."
KG Hobby. If I don't, so look, I do everything through 1/6 corner. They're the best. But if they ever don't have something, then I go to KG Hobby. Nice. They're also pretty good. Good customer service and good shipping.
Hell yeah, dude. I had a pretty good news this week, so I picked up the Zombie Captain America Marvel Legends to go with the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, which you can see there on the back of the right picture. Probably, I think maybe my first Captain America figure in many years. And I think it's a great figure. The articulation's great. The sculpt, the paint is great. I want to go through with a little bit of a brown wash into the teeth to kind of get that separation into the teeth and also just kind of dirty them up a little bit in the shield also. But it's definitely a great piece.
Fantastic pose, by the way.
Thank you.
You nailed what you were trying to do there, and I'm here for it.
This is a good figure. I really don't like Cap, but I liked Zombie Cap. And there's a long story behind why I don't like Cap, but that's for another day. We also picked up, I think, Eddie, you got these as well, the, what is this, 12 pack of random Among Us crewmates. It's interesting because the set, it comes in a set of 12 random, but it's basically you either get set A or set B, and we both got like the same set.
Yeah.
I was super bummed because my character's yellow and I didn't have a yellow one, so I took one of the white crewmates and then I painted it yellow with Tamiya yellow paint, which is probably the greatest yellow paint I think I've ever worked with. Typically yellow paint from like Vallejo tends to be real chalky, and this, I mean, with a little bit of window cleaner to thin it down worked perfectly. And I didn't even really mask anything. I just took it off the base and painted it yellow. So that's really neat.
Is the white one the only one that comes off the base? Because I couldn't get any of the other ones, but I noticed he just came right off.
Oh, wow. No, I had to soak it in hot water.
Oh, maybe mine was already like
for customizing,
given out or something, because mine just pops right off.
Zach, Cuervo wants to know if you can go into a little bit of detail about the story about Cap.
It's a wound that hasn't closed yet. I don't know. We've talked about it a few times After Dark.
Selena Gomez from him. That's what he did.
Yeah, maybe another day. Maybe another.
I think we should take the dead one, Zach, and paint it black to be Danny.
No, so I'm actually gonna take on my set, because obviously Dean's the red crewmate, and then I already have a second orange one, and I'm gonna paint one of these black and one of these green. So that's gonna be
Mario.
That's gonna be Mario and Danny. And the coolest thing,
Steph right here.
Yeah, the coolest
Daddy
thing.
chill.
So, real quick, Eddie, on your Red Devil, does the base not come off? Because on all of them, they come off pretty easily, but not. Some of them seems to just not want to come off. But
all of mine are stuck except for the white one. The white one just popped off.
No. I'm sorry. Like to get the ink out.
Oh no, that one comes off easy.
Okay, so I think I might have to heat that one up. But there's little stamps on the bottom, and they work great.
Yeah,
and my kid loves them. So these are cool. These are real cool. Mr. Sketch has a comment here. It says, "Hey, Collecting Weekly, glad I could catch you on live. Please keep me in your prayers. I have not been feeling well lately." Mr. Sketch, bless you. The power of the Oxfather, my son. Hopefully you feel better. Anyways, back to this story. I'll tell it real quick. Who asked about it? Cuervo. Yeah. Kindergarten, first day ever of school. My teacher said if you were good all day, you get to pick a toy from the toy box. And the stupid idiot kid named Joseph was a fucking asshole the entire fucking day. And all day I was eyeing this retro, this was like an old Captain America toy. This was back in, 95, 96, however, 97 maybe. Real old Captain America toy. Wow. And I was the best kid in the class all day because I really wanted that toy. And it was like the toy that if you were a guy that got picked first, you would pick that toy. And then right at the end of the day, the stupid idiot kid busted his knee or something and was crying. And so to make him feel better, at the end of the day, the teacher, this kid who's been an asshole all fucking day, let him pick from the toy bin, and he picked that Captain America. And since then, I've been like, fuck Captain America. And that's continued to this day.
Why are you blaming Captain America, though?
Yeah, what the hell? You should be
it's
blaming
a wound that hasn't closed yet.
Mexicans, probably.
Wow,
Whoa.
that's so racial. He was actually white. That seems racial.
So he was Jewish.
Anyways,
What's going on, Steve?
That's the story. Let's get into this, starting with the Star Ace Toys Billy Butcher. It's expensive. You can get this for $290 to $299 depending on where you're looking at it from. For the regular, for the deluxe rather, the regular comes in at $250. I'm just not noticing none of my changes from this morning stuck. But $250, and this is coming out. Let me look it up real quick. I think it's Q. Let's look it up real quick. It is Q. I don't know why none of my. Does anyone want to get that for me real quick? Just got it here. Q2 2022. Now this is the portrait is sculpted by Raruna, I believe, and I do think it's definitely not a bad portrait. But the thing that concerns me is Star Ace. Typically, their quality level from the prototype to the final release is not super great. They had, I think the last big release that I recall on 6 scale was the Newt Scamander, and I just didn't really like when that portrait came out. There's a.
I was gonna say they're
some of the people were memeing this actor in the sculpt. What were you saying, Dean?
Oh, I was gonna say I thought their last release, at least the one I remember being like, was the Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill. Not good.
Yeah. I'm
The
not a fan.
sculpt is just not. Yeah.
Yeah, Star Ace I think is a big enough company where, if you're going at this price point for 2 portraits, I don't know. It's weird because, my first thought was, well, maybe it's a license thing, but I mean, Game of Thrones is also, it's also by, an HBO license. Oh, this is Amazon Prime, actually. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. But it just seems like a lot for what you get, and the difference between the regular and the deluxe, you don't get that second portrait, you also don't get the child. So you can save some money and get the figure that way. But what do you think about it, Teen?
I think it looks really good. I don't know if it looks better than the third party one. Maybe the clothes will be a little better tailored, but I know the second head sculpt on the third party one is actually really bad. This one looks a little better in pictures, but yeah, once we get it in hand, I'll be able to to make my decision which one I should get. But I really want a Billy Butcher in my collection, so I guess I'll have my pick of the litter.
$298? Come on, not on this planet. Fern said, what did he say here? Hold on a second. He said the So-So Toys one is just as good for almost half the price. And I think he hit the nail on the head. Yeah, he's loaded with accessories. You get the baby and everything. But for $298, that's more than what Hot Toys is charging for some of their figures.
The So-So Toys one is $200, so I don't know about half.
But yeah, no, accessory wise and thing, yeah, it's there, but I can't get past that price point. And even if the portrait was bang on, okay, that'd be a point towards the price tag. But the fact that even the portrait's off, no, I just can't do it. I can't support it.
You think it's off?
I think it's a bit off. It's not 100% there.
I know with the Star Ace, or not the Star Ace, the So-So Toys one, Yeah, well, hang on. I'm trying to.
Oh, I
like,
see what you
I made a
mean.
bunch of changes today, and none of them stuck. And I'm trying to understand why.
You know that without a doubt, you know who the character is, but
Yeah. I thought, again, they're promo pics, but I thought it looked a little better than the Soso toys. But again, like Zach said, like once you get them in hand, it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Now, I did have, or I still do, I have the threes, or the Star Ace Leonidas, and that figure was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess this smiling sculpt was a little kind of looks like Play-Doh, like someone just started like thumbing his cheeks.
I think the eyes don't look good. I think it's the eyes for me.
But I mean, I could do without the interchangeable head and the baby. Did you have how much that one was, Zach?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
$2.99.
It's weird. I made all these changes this morning.
$2.59 without the
Thank you,
head. and-
$2.59. Let me pull this up real quick. I made all these changes this morning, and none of them saved to Google Drive, and I don't understand why. And it's totally throwing me for a loop here. So this is the regular one. So you can see there, that's the accessory list there. So you do not get the child or the second portrait. This one comes in at $259.99. Which
Yeah,
is, which is not a bad price in today's 6-scale market, but I almost feel like I'd obviously want both portraits.
And I think the value's better for the $2.99. It's only $40 more for a whole head and a extra accessory.
But yeah, see, that's where I'm at with if the on 1/6 corner, the butcher the Soso Toys is 200.
Mm-hmm.
The 301 without the other head sculpt and the baby is $100 more.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the regular one, sans the two heads and the baby, which the Soso toy comes with, it's $50 or $60 more. It's like, where are they getting these prices? You know what I mean? Like, I think you get more bang for the buck Soso toys wise. Now, whether you think the sculpts are better or not, I don't know. But this, dude, that seems high.
this baby
$298.
This would have been nice if the baby actually came with the like some sort of plastic or something like that to give the gimmick of the lasers. No, you've seen some Superman figures, they have the gimmick.
Yeah.
That should have come with that.
I think the baby looks better on the Soso Toys one too. That one's just kind of like ghastly, like
It's very pale.
like very alien.
I'm wondering because they put up this one and the Homelander around the same time, and they haven't obviously put up the Homelander up for solicitation yet. I'm wondering if they're going to totally rework that figure. That was the one that when it was solicited, the body had those weird proportions, had that weird muscle suit. I'm wondering how much retooling they're going to do on that, or if it's something we're going to see within the next week or so.
I just don't know how these companies that aren't on Hot Toys level just have the cojones to charge prices like this. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not good for the future, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
This
we'll
will
talk about
probably
it.
sit for a while though and go on sale.
Yeah. I know 1/6 corner, they said they did like go through quite a bit of inventory for Butcher. And they were actually getting a batch 2. So I think it's going to be interesting when you have the option of getting this one as the newest announced figure versus a batch 2 of the I don't remember what they called it from their line, but obviously they're the same outfit, the same character, fairly similar-ish accessories. It'll be real interesting to see, and they actually are going to send us they wanted to send me a Butcher to review, and so I'm interested to see it. I know, I have tried not to watch too many reviews because we've been kind of talking about that for a bit, and I really don't like to watch a review and then go in and review something myself. I usually like to kind of go in there fairly fresh. But
yeah, Zach can't have original ideas.
Wow. If you watch After Dark last week, you know why. Lego introduced the Titanic set 630, which is 9,090 pieces. This is officially releasing November 1st, 2021 for pre-order, and it will be shipping November 8th, 2021. This set is beautiful. It's something like 56 inches long, and I think it's about 6 to 8 inches wide. but it separates into 3 major sections, and each facing that you have when you separate it has different cargo crew detail, different engine room and boiler details, and there's some Technic stuff that you can kind of spin the engines and whatnot, and
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a beautiful set. Even when you turn the engines, the rudders there at the back, or propellers, whatever you call them, they spin through the Technic system, and the price is definitely steep, but I mean, it's a fucking massive set, and it's, even for $630, it's definitely below that 10-cent per price part that you kind of look
That's
at
cheaper
with
than
Lego.
the Falcon.
What was the Falcon at? Was
The
it
Falcon was like
$8.50?
$8.
Yeah,
Because I really wanted one, and then they came out the Star Destroyer, and that was $7. Maybe
Huge
that's a Star
miss.
Wars license thing, though.
Yeah, it's a licensing for sure.
Huge mistake by Lego not making an iceberg.
Wow.
I mean, you got to, right? I mean, come on.
Didn't it fall to the ocean in 3 pieces?
It does, but this opens up in 3 pieces. So you're good.
Wow.
I wonder if they did that on purpose. Okay, let me ask you this.
Yes.
I've seen people building this already.
Yes. So Lego typically sends out marketing packages where they're, to big influencers to get people on board with buying. So it's like a marketing thing. So usually the people that have gotten those, they'll usually be Lego influencers, or they're part of like a Lego partner program. I know Lego's very strict about, I guess you'd say like leaks. They're not really leaks in terms of information, but leaks of product early. So I definitely doubt that those people are just buying them off the shelves. So
Okay.
yeah, those are typically Lego partner program people.
I was like, what the hell?
It's fucking beautiful though. I don't even really like the Titanic, like the movie or really the story that much, but the ship is. This is a beautiful build.
Objectively, yeah, the build is incredible.
What do you think about it, Eddie? You're a big fan of the Titanic.
I think it's awesome. I really want it. I just don't know if I would have the space to put it anywhere, but it would be really cool to build this with Adriana.
While you watch the Titanic.
I know. Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. Yeah, I think it's cool. How much is it? Was there a price?
$630.
That's steep.
I mean, that's
Steve.
like 2 Hot Toys.
It's 9,000
for
pieces.
UCS. I mean, 9,000 pieces, bro. Like, I fucking just paid $40 for like a small set. I mean,
Yeah.
this is way more pieces than that.
It comes apart in 3 pieces where you can see the interior, a bit of the interior where you could see they did it so you could see the beds in the suites.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
And you could see the
Can I-
pool. There's even a
Can
pool.
I build half of it and just set it up like this?
How dare you.
Exactly. I want to open it up and I want to see Jack drawing Rose. If he's not drawing her nude, I don't want.
Wow.
You want a little
Lego
naked
Jack
Rose
drawing
Lego?
nude Lego Rose. What's up, Leo? How you doing, my guy?
Hey, what's going on, man? How
Just
you
talking
doing?
some Lego here. Got a light show sheet this week, so we're trying to fluff it up a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. I didn't know this, but it flew several different flags, and I guess it's like the port of origin and then the port of arrival. So they got the American flag up top and then the English flag.
Unfortunately, the arrival one didn't get there. So
You hate to see it.
Wow.
Wow.
This was neat too. IGN.com broke the new Lego Batman set. So this is from the Batman movie. So we'll start here with the Batman and the Riddler face on. Oh wait, what? This is not a spoiler. This is the car. We've seen this car. Batman the Penguin Chase, $29.99.
That's a spoiler.
He's in the trailer.
no, this is kind of like a spoiler. Sure,
The
Lego.
I didn't know the Penguin was in the movie.
Oh, he's in the
trailer.
He's in the
Brief,
trailer.
that was in
Hello.
the trailer.
Yeah, brief.
Oh, is he really?
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought he was a guy. He didn't look like a penguin.
Batman
No, he looks like a
and
mob
the
boss.
guy.
Yeah, they put a whole bunch of makeup on him to look different.
Yeah.
Supposed to have a
This set-
spinoff for HBO.
Yeah, this set is beautiful. This is like I need this set like today.
Yeah.
I went hunting for it this week and I could not find it. But $29.99, definitely a good price point. It's on the new Speed Champions chassis, so it should be in scale with all the other new Lego car stuff that they got. You also have Batman and Selena Kyle Motorcycle Pursuit, $15, which is great because you got Batman and Selena Kyle, and 2 little brick-built mini.
I didn't know she
scale
was in the
bikes.
movie.
Oh my god,
She's in the trailer too.
There is
she?
also Have you seen the trailer? Should we just watch the trailer for you right now? If you haven't seen it yet, Jesus.
I love this trailer.
You also have the Batman and the Riddler face-off, $80. It's nice because you can actually park the Batmobile right here on these little ramp here, so that's cool. You also get a great assortment of minifigs, and for $80, a lot of people are saying this might be one of the best DC sets ever. And this one's not getting so much love in the community. This is the Technic Batmobile for $100, and a lot of Lego guys aren't liking this. But Dean, what do you think about these sets, man? Are you gonna pick up any?
I kind of want to pick up that one on the screen right now, the little Batmobile one.
Yeah. It looks amazing.
Because I just love that design of that Batmobile. I think it looks so cool. I know a lot of people didn't like it at first, but I'm a sucker for muscle cars and stuff, and it's got that feel to it, that vibe. Yeah, dude. That's
Sweet
fucking
Angel
cool.
Manny got me the Hot Wheel. Fucking love
Nice,
it.
dude. I wish I had friends that thought about me.
I think about you all the time, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think if I could find this for 4 bricks and brews, I'll definitely buy it. But
If you find 2,
I think they're up for pre-order. I don't think they're out yet.
Walmarts in San Antonio are notorious for dropping Lego early.
Really?
So Walmarts typically are your best bet to get them before release. But you could also obviously just pre-order it or show up to the Lego store on November 1st, and I imagine you probably shouldn't have a hard time getting it. Are any of these piquing any of you guys' interest?
Yeah, I like these a lot. I like the back. It's the Batcave, right? Or Batcave with the Riddler. I like the idea that you can park the Batmobile there. I think that concept is great. And I like the minifigs. I didn't even know that was Selena Kyle. I thought that was just Bruce Wayne, to be honest. But regardless, right? It just
wow.
I thought it was a companion.
Latin Bruce Wayne, who's also riding the other motorcycle.
I didn't know.
You know Bruce Wayne is Batman, right?
I do know that. That's why I thought they gave you 2.
I just want to make sure.
I thought they gave you 2 figures, one for
I
Bruce.
can't even watch.
Anyways, I love the bat.
Can you imagine?
The bat signal there they included. Awesome. This looks like a great set.
$15. I mean, that's 2
can't go
great
wrong.
minifigs.
Yeah.
2 great minifigs and a little brick built.
I feel like
bat signal.
we're being honey-dicked with the Charger Batmobile, because it's cool, but it's not as it's not as cool as the previous Batmobiles. It just feels cool because it's a muscle car. You know what I mean? I don't know.
You think it's not as cool as which Batmobiles? All of them?
Any of them. I think all of them are better than this one.
What's your favorite Batmobile? I'm curious.
Dude, you're not gonna like my answer.
You're gonna say the fucking Tumbler?
No, Batman.
Dude, the Tumbler's amazing.
Batman Forever.
I think the Tumbler might be my favorite Batmobile.
Tumblr's
But
so
I think
stupid.
I think
How dare you.
arguably 89 is the best Batmobile.
Eh.
But it's 89's comic, right? It all depends on what you like. You
true.
have to relate this Batmobile. We have to see what the story is going to look like, right? Because it can picture if we don't know how. I don't want to say how young he is, how he starts off. Like, you know what I mean? I think we have to wait to see.
It feels the reason why I say this is because it feels like he could have done more. This is a billionaire.
Well, I believe the story is like right when he first becomes
Yeah,
Batman.
Yes, exactly.
That's true too.
So I think he might just have a car that is dubbed
Probably
the
in his
Batmobile.
dad's garage or something.
They're taking it. They're
Rip.
taking it strictly from the detective series. So it's actually the detective run, the first official detective run. So earlier on, when he was, pretty much that's what this movie promises to touch on is the detective side of Batman. So hopefully we'll get that. It's not just him, punches and powers. It's just more like that detective version of him. And that and the actual the Charger that he has it was seen briefly, but it wasn't as Mad Max as we see this one is.
Yeah.
It was more sleek.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
this one is just sort of like an upgrade, so to speak. So it's
Feels very
still
death
interesting
racy.
though. Yeah, it's still interesting.
When does March 4th, 2022. Okay. I'll say, when does this movie come out? Yeah, so that's good that Lego's getting on the ball. Usually, I mean, obviously there is like maybe minor-ish spoilers in these sets, but I mean, if you look at fucking Hulk busting out of the Hulkbuster level of spoiler from past Lego sets, I think these are fairly mild. And usually we don't cover Lego for that reason for new movies because they can get pretty spoiler
risque.
Yeah,
that wasn't even
risque.
a spoiler though.
I think
That
it was.
never even happened.
I think at that. Well, everyone thought Iron Man was going to be in the second Hulkbuster, and that showed that it was Bruce Banner.
Oh, okay.
I remember the internet breaking when that happened.
Yeah, people went fucking crazy. I know you guys don't watch Dragon Ball, so Dean and I will blow through these real quick.
I know who this is.
NYCC
Vegeta?
Who is it, Eddie? How dare you? They
Don't you
teased
ever.
Zarbon, which apparently is a fan favorite. I did not know that.
I cannot
did
wait
not.
for Zarbon, dude.
Bro, people were getting real excited for Zarbon. Are you gonna pick him up?
Yeah, if he's cheap enough, unless he's fucking $100 again.
Maybe you could haggle.
Oh, look at that segue.
What a segue. He
Eddie,
is
you're a
on
fucking
Big
piece
Bad
of
Toy
shit.
Story.
Like, I don't-
He's $109.99, releasing May 2020.
109? No, I'm not picking him up.
Yeah, let me check the price on.
I love SH figure.
I don't know why they keep doing this.
Because
Like,
P Bandai is $68.
oh, okay, yeah, I'll pick him up.
Oh,
On P
okay.
Bandai, you got to pay in full though.
Didn't he sell out already though?
Nah, he's still there.
Wow.
$68, releasing May 2022. There's him with the Doria, First Form Frieza. And they also teased a new Imperfect Cell, and people think that this figure is leading them to be getting back into Cell Saga. So they showed a figure silhouette, and they said coming soon. And a lot of people think it's either going to be a 2.0 Super Saiyan 1 / Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or a improved Perfect Cell.
Who's
Cell
that guy in the
Saga's one of
middle
my
Wouldn't
on
it
that
be a
left-hand picture?
3.0? Oh, no.
Well, because it's non-battle damage. This would be a 2.0.
Yeah.
Which
Who's
one?
that? Who's that left-hand guy in the middle?
Frieza?
Oh, it's Frieza in here
Left-hand
too.
guy in the middle. Huh?
Oh, God.
God damn.
I hate
Dude, your kid's not even born yet. You're fucking spitting out dad jokes?
Come on, that was good, guys.
Well, they also showed 3 of the figures from the Superheroes movie. So you got Piccolo, Vegeta, Goku. A lot of people are complaining about the portrait on Vegeta. It looks fine here, but when they actually looked at the booth tour photos, it looked really awkward. And it's kind of weird that we're getting a brand new Piccolo, being that we just got like this.
A brand new Piccolo.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I think it's these
This one's
probably
different.
are just slim figures, because that's Piccolo sans all his accessories that come with the other one. This Vegeta doesn't have like the armor, their base form, so they're probably like really bare bones figures, which is fine because I really want another Piccolo.
I see actually what the difference is now. This one is
Oh,
I
the
believe,
color
the
corrected?
manga color. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is with the yellow color instead of the pink.
Do you know when this movie is based? Is this after Broly movie?
They have not officially released the time frame for this movie yet, but I believe it is after Broly.
Oh shit!
I'm super stoked for the Vegeta. Because the only other way to get this Vegeta is with the Majin Vegeta. And 1, he's way too fucking expensive. And then 2, his arms are all veiny, which, is kind of annoying if you just want to base form Vegeta. So hopefully his arms they don't just fucking repack the same Vegeta with a base form head. Hopefully it's, the arms are toned down. And then of course Goku, like, fucking classic, so.
Robbie Rocketfinger says 10 years after the Majin saga. Which, where does that fit within Super? Because I thought Super was around that time too. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. What were you going to say, John?
Let's say Leal, you into Dragon Ball Z at all?
You don't have to be, bro. You don't have to be.
Join the club, buddy.
I'm not. I literally am not. It's not that I don't think it's interesting. It's just that Transformers is totally different. But it's not with Dragon Ball. It's I was never. It's not that I have any hate towards it. I just never really. It never caught me. Put it that way. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like I never really latched on to it. The figures look crazy, but I never really. As far as the show and the IP itself, I never really got into. I always wanted to sit down and say, all right, let me just try to give it a try. Like my daughters, they've watched it, but yeah, it's not something that I latched onto. I guess it was, I don't know. I don't know why, to be quite honest. I can't really tell you. It's just I never jumped at it. Put it that way.
I respect that. I respect that a lot. Super 7 put up for pre-order their Transformers Super Cyborg Bumblebee. This is $85, releasing December 2021. Height is 13.5 inches tall. You get the gun that removes from the hand, and the torso armor does pull off the body, revealing some mech detail underneath. I think I like this a lot. I think I might have to pick this up. $85 price point's not too bad. Super 7 usually charges that much for their 6-7 inch scale figures. So, few
Looks
bucks
like
more.
it's sort of like a throwback to Gen 1. The body.
Yeah, it's like a
type, that is.
vinyl. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. I honestly think this is going to be an easy pickup around that time of the year.
Yeah, Super 7 makes really, really nice products. I've never personally owned one, but Steven gets them a lot in his shop, and even the box is very meticulously
The box is the best part.
The packaging is always amazing.
Yeah, I don't want to open it every time. I like their animated and cartoon stuff more than the realistic stuff, just because I don't think the portraits are there on the movie stuff that they do. Because I had the Conan figure, and I wasn't the biggest fan of that portrait, but the animated stuff is sick. But yeah, this is the only stuff that I get really, and want to keep it in the package. It breaks my heart to open those boxes.
Wow. Yeah, this is going to be an easy pickup for me. Getting into release, we have the Hot Toys Lando Calrissian from Empire Strikes Back. Leia, I'll let you take lead on this. What do you think about it, my guy?
It's on its way. I can't wait till it gets here, bro. Come on, man. This is Mr. Colt 45 all day, the space pimp. Come on, man. I'm so excited to have this figure in hand. Now, although, like I said, when you see these figures, and when I saw it, it's about time. It's about time that we finally get a Lando. But at the same time, I wasn't impressed about the photos. It's like, yo, fix the cake. Come on, fix the cake. Make sure that you're doing this right. It's a nitpick for me, but I just wanted to look great. But I just can't wait. I can't wait to get it in hand. One of the photos kind of pissed me off for the simple fact that they're not giving us, Bespin Han. They've teased it, but we're not going to get it. But yet they put him with the New Hope Han, with all of them together. And it was like, it just made absolutely no sense. But yeah, it's, I wasn't really surprised that it was actually going to have a low pre-order run, and that this one would come out a lot earlier. I'm excited because I know I'll have one. It was easily one of my most anticipated figures of the year, and I can't wait to get him in hand. It looks like, and it doesn't look like they changed too much from the prototype head sculpt. It looks the same. It looks exactly the same, so they didn't really do any type of updating or upgrade on it, But yeah, I can't wait. I definitely can't wait to get him in hand. He should be here either Thursday or Friday, just depending. But yeah, I definitely I will actually pose him next to the Bespin Leia. Because it only makes sense.
Yeah.
To do so. I was thinking about basically posing him with, Vader, Boba, and her with Leia, on because I do actually have the sideshow Han in the carbon freezing chamber.
Nice.
So I might, just
Beautiful.
pose it that way. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I can kind of play around with it and arrange it. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to get this. I cannot wait to get this figure in. I've been excited ever since they, it went up, and to see that it's coming earlier than what was expected, I'm happy. I'm all in, bro.
Brenton makes a great point. He says the Sideshow unboxing video didn't do this figure any favors. We watched it, I think, on After Dark, and I gotta totally agree. I thought it was washed out. I thought the portrait didn't look that good, and then I saw the blogger pics, and it was a complete 360, as John says, complete 360. John, what do you think about this? You think it's a good release?
I think it's a phenomenal release. I'm just waiting on to pre-order it. I haven't pre-ordered yet, but I want to add them to the collection because Like Leil said, I have the Bespin Leia as well, so I think it'd be a great companion piece.
Mhm.
And I do agree with what he said. I think Hot Toys really needs to reevaluate who's taking their photos, these bloggers that are taking their photos, because you're taking a photo with Han, and it's not even a screen accurate photo. You're using
Not at
the
all.
New Hope.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, I don't know. They put Han on Bespin Leia's box art.
Yeah.
On the inside of the box art, that panel that we get.
Yeah.
But then you're taking photos and using a New Hope Han.
Didn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But the way they executed this figure, the tailoring on the cape, the inside design,
yeah,
I think it looks great. And the portrait, I'm happy with the way they executed the portrait. I think they did well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think it looks cool. I don't have any original trilogy figures because I missed out, and I wasn't gonna go back and pick up stuff that I missed out on because it's all expensive now. So that's the only reason why I wouldn't get this. But I would love to have this if I ever got a Han. So we'll see if they do a Han reissue. I would probably want to go back and pick this up. But I think the head sculpt's great, and I think the figure looks great.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Dean, what do you
Dean,
think?
Dean, you getting this piece?
Oh, am I fucking unmuted? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I really want to pick him up. I'm hearing an echo, so it's not me. Whoever's
It might
echoing.
just. I don't know.
You're fucking,
It's not you,
you're
Leo.
fucking-
Okay.
I muted you, and I hear your fucking pins scraping against the fucking thing.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Mute your mic.
Yeah, dude, fucking Lando's the man. You know, you gotta have him in the collection.
Yeah.
I don't have much Empire stuff. I have DX07 and then Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And then I have a couple Stormtroopers and Vader, so you can futz them in. They're a New Hope, but unfortunately, he's not in a New Hope, which is where my collection is focused.
Yeah. Speaking of
but
New Hope, I
he's
just
the
got
man.
Got this baby in today.
Hey, there you go.
Finally, after a while.
Ooh, that's
so
a
yeah,
late
finally-
one, eh?
My favorite Leia.
Yeah, definitely late, but I finally got her. I can add her to the party. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, though, Dean.
Yeah, like he's the man. You have to have him.
Yeah.
I don't really see them ever doing Lando again. I mean, maybe in the fucking Han Solo outfit from Empire. Sideshow already did the
Skiff guard. Yeah.
the skiff guard, so
Yeah.
I don't see Hot Toys touching that. I mean, they could. They've fucking gone toe to toe with Sideshow before. But yeah, I mean, this is and you know when I think of Lando, this is what I think of. You know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Unless they give us the Return of the Jedi anniversary, the 40th anniversary of that one, with him in his the general suit itself.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
You know what I mean? So who knows? They might, but I don't think they will. To be quite honest, like they won't. They won't show him that much love. But if they did, I'd definitely get that one as well. But yeah, I'm happy for this piece, man. So happy.
I think it's a great piece. Took says that the body is a different color when you raise the hands. Do you know anything about that? Any of you guys? I haven't seen that in any of the reviews, but I
like above the
also
wrist.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I think that's what he means.
He said, what did he say?
He says, "Is anyone else bothered that the body is a different color than the hands, and it shows when you raise the arms?"
It could be the lighting. It could definitely be the lighting. And the thing is, I won't know until I actually get it in hand.
Yeah.
But it could definitely, because again, like I said, these bloggers, when they take these photos, sometimes they oversaturate it. Especially when they edit, and it can throw off the color. You know what I mean? I've seen it so many times, and once you get it in hand, it's completely different. Like, when they, some of the bloggers took the photos of the Rey, the Rise of Skywalker Rey. And, people, pretty much had their opinions on that one. Once I got it in hand, I was like, okay, wow, it's an actually decent piece. And I find it that some of the photos are they just oversaturated. I don't know if it's just the lighting or how they edit. So, yeah, I think once you get it in hand, you'll probably see that it blends well. But I think it's more so contributing to, what you're seeing right now might be contributed to the lighting. So, I don't know. That's what I think anyway.
Leon, where did you get yours from?
I got mine. Well, see, I paid it off through Toys Wonderland a while ago. I had already actually had it paid off, and I had a few figures, paid off, and I got the notification that they sent it right away. So yeah, that's where I actually got it. I wasn't waiting. It was one of those situations that when it came to Lando, I needed to have it, and I didn't care if the competition here got theirs in, I guess, because like again, once we get the limited run, or if it's like a low batch, whatever, of course they're going to get the first pickings when it comes to it, but I just didn't trust that, so I just I got it through them. So yeah.
See, and the thing is, I think he's going to be packaged in the like the Vader was for the 40th anniversary. So that's going to be tough to open that.
You know what? It'd be interesting to see, because was this even listed as 40th anniversary?
Yeah, it was. It was listed.
Yeah. So really? I mean, if that would be incredible if it does come with the 40th anniversary packaging. Yeah.
And you will open them if that's the case?
Hell yeah.
John, you're the only one.
Most people open their Hot Toys, bro.
Hell
Sorry,
yeah.
Or not.
Hell
I hate to see it.
Hell yeah.
What a beautiful figure.
I know Mario wouldn't open it.
He did. He did open it.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, this is getting. Oh, yeah, this too.
This was good too. The Shoretrooper Squad leader through the Rogue One line released also. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece. The only thing I don't like is the comma there. I think you mentioned it. It looks like a shirt,
trash,
like a shirt that someone just cut up. And,
yeah, it's like one layer. Like I don't even know why they bothered. It's like, dude, this is so bad. I mean, the figure itself is amazing, but that comma is fucking trash, dude. Hire somebody else in the groups to make you a new one, because that thing is so bad.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
Just looks
it's
bad.
too thin.
Yeah, it's real thin. I believe it's wired, so like the fact that it's thin, the wire is very noticeable in it. And it's just like a flat black. Like, I don't know. Like, it just looks really out of place, and like.
And you know what?
It just doesn't look good.
You know what, Dean, and then also being that it is now, mind you, I'm still getting it because I missed out on the first run. But you notice that even with this, in most cases, when you find it is thin, you'll also find that the stitching is more noticeable.
Yeah.
Like the stitching is like brought up to the forefront because it's that thin. It's like you can't help but notice. So yeah, yeah. But I'm still getting it. I still love this figure. It'll be here this week as well.
Yeah, the Shoretrooper is one of my favorites in my collection. So.
Yeah.
I'm happy for people, like you said, you missed out on the first one, that they're gonna be able to get one, because it's such a well done figure.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
I think Sideshow was doing it as well. Did the unboxing for this as well? The only thing
I don't know.
I think
they're starting to do
videos.
Yeah, they're starting to do these things where they're kind of jumping the gun on some of these independent reviewers, and I mean, I think it makes sense, because they are obviously the main distributor. They want to get their review out first, but I think it's something that you can't really only do it once or twice and it'd be effective. If that's the case, you got to get them all the time first, right? Just doing it once or twice, I don't think it's going to work. But also the quality. I think the quality has to be up there. I know, John, when we watched the last review, you were saying that it just wasn't a well-shot video compared to some of the things that some of these amazing reviewers are doing basically on their own time for free.
And that's the thing. If they want to do that's their prerogative. They can do whatever they want on their YouTube channel. But considering you're the distributor and people are looking to you, at least spend some time getting someone who knows what they're doing to kind of do the unboxing. The person that was handling the figure, I just felt was like manhandling it. It made the figure look so flimsy, the arms and so forth.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the comma, and that guy was just
exactly. I just feel this is a nice release. I just can't support it because it is a reissue. But regardless, forever's picking it up.
It's not a reissue.
It's a reissue. They've done this one before, no?
It's a remake.
No.
This one's rank.
Is it completely new?
The belt's different. He doesn't have the ammo pouches around his leg. The other guy didn't have a comma. The paint is different. This is a
all right, then I'll take two. Thank you.
Yeah. they're using a
Talk about
Mandalorian.
innovation.
Yeah, this is basically more so the Mandalorian version.
Yep.
Okay, great.
No.
Yeah.
The Mando version is his own figure.
Yeah,
That
This is
w-
the
This is the Rogue One. The Mando version actually is just a photocopy of the original Rogue One version, but that one's paint's different as well.
Now that's the grunt, right?
Yeah. So it
Okay,
doesn't
then that's
have,
the one I'm thinking of. That's the one
Yeah.
I'm thinking of.
That one has the exact same belt and, like I said, the ammo pouch around the thigh. Yeah, that one's it's exactly the same minus the paint. This one is unique.
Sean was just lurking in the background, right there, ready for me to just make it.
Yeah, dude. He loves doing that, dude.
Stay tuned for the new 73 Seconds with John, the difference between reissue versus remake. I'm excited to hear it. The one thing also about that thing with Sideshow jumping the gun is like, you know, even if you make a great video, it's kind of hard to say, like, get it from us when it's like you can't get it from us for like 3 months, right? Whereas they're showcasing it early, and then it's like everyone can just get it for almost the same price from any of these other distributors anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So I think for that to really be effective, they have to have them available almost immediately.
Yeah,
PDQ.
I just don't
haven't
get these
watched
companies.
the video at all. I don't watch any of the videos, so I don't know.
I just don't get how these companies invest so much money into the product. Hot Toys is using these bloggers that really are just, in my opinion, are having trouble. And same with Sideshow. We've seen it with the Wolverine. We've seen it with what was the other one? Grievous. I haven't seen a good review come out of Sideshow yet. Either stop or invest a little bit of money into your setup and production.
At least they pose a figure.
Oh, I didn't even know Eddie was still here.
Wow. Jesus.
Dude.
It's gonna be all out war tonight. Dean, let's have a quick word from our sponsor.
Hell yeah, dude. Huge shout out to What the Scrapyard, Annie! Guys, I'm working with Watto on a project, and I gotta tell you, it's so easy. He makes resin printed parts for hard to come by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, as well as 3D printed parts of literally any head sculpt you can think of. I messaged him with a project. Zach, you've seen it. You can attest to how awesome it is. If you don't see a character you want on his Instagram, Facebook, or eBay, send him a private message on any of those platforms, and he'll get it designed, printed, and shipped for a reasonable fee. Guys, hit up Watto's. He's amazing. The absolute best.
We also want to thank 1/6 Corner. Their mission is to provide the best figures and collectibles to their customers. They offer great prices, great packaging, fast shipping, and best in the business customer service. And now we are working with them. And good news we have for you guys is Collecting Weekly listeners get it 10% off in stock figures while our show is live. You got to make sure you use the code CW10. That's CW10. Choose your figures, pay safely with PayPal, and you can leave the rest to them.
I got to give a huge shout out to 1/6 Corner. So right now, over there, they're getting hit by a typhoon.
Oh my goodness.
They were supposed to get the code up earlier today, and they just messaged me right now, like literally like 4 minutes ago, and they were like, "Hey, just heads up, we were able to get online and talk to our website people and get the code active for the show tonight." So about once we go off air, that's when the code will end, and then next Tuesday and every Tuesday following, you'll be able to use that code while we're live. So big shout out to them. The code is CW10, and it's 10% off in stock figures. This was an interesting bit of news. I just wanted to talk about it. I'm not really that versed in anything, but I know last week we talked about prices going up, and this is obviously could be a very important reason for that. So China/East Coast to North American West Coast container freight prices from 2020 to 2021. In October 2020, the price was about $3,843 dollars for a crate, and that has gone up to almost $19,200. So it's gone up huge price increase to get these things shipped for a 40-foot container. So obviously companies that are shipping product in bulk to the United States, i.e. Hot Toys, those prices are going to reflect this new cost in freight increase. So I know we talked about things getting very difficult for us to be able to afford, but this is definitely a factor in why those things are being increased. What do you think about that?
Yeah, in fact, I just talked to Rick Solers the other day because he runs like a store on the internet, and he also travels to different cons and stuff. So he orders a lot of stuff in bulk from sellers, right? 6-scale figures, what have you. And he was saying that the containers were getting so expensive that what these guys are doing is they're waiting until they can barely shut the door on these things to send them out because it's so expensive to get a hold of one that they're like, dude, we're gonna use every square inch of this thing and it's not leaving here until it's full. And so that's why we're getting a lot of delays. And then these guys are, oh, well, I'll save some money, and instead of using the shipping container, I'm just going to start air mailing things. Well, that has gone through the roof as well because of the backup with the containers. So they're like, I'm stuck using containers. I can't afford to keep using airmail. So now there's not enough containers to go around. And there's no incentive to make new containers because they're so fucking expensive. Dude, it's absolutely fucking crazy right now.
And it's not even, Dean, it's not even just the containers. It's like once they get to the destination,
oh yeah,
people at the docks that are people to unload the backlog to process it and
well, that's why there's a shortage. That's why there's a shortage of containers because they're all sitting in the ocean and boats.
There's like 30 ships at a time in the bay. Yeah,
dude, it's this like fucked up cycle. It's like never ending. It's absolutely bananas.
Wow. You would think that basically, if you look at how much money you've actually spent to get these containers, you would really rethink everything. Wouldn't that make sense? Like that's insane. Like, but the amount of money that they're spending to kind of recoup, and then more money because they're asking for more. You could have actually got this stuff earlier. You know what I mean? Like wow. Like this is gonna cause people, companies to rethink the process in general. You know what I mean? Like this is. I mean, I know COVID played a role, but man, this long, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mitchell says, yeah, containers are also being converted into homes. Yeah.
Wow.
That's true. Those homes are really expensive.
Buy a real home instead of a container home at that rate.
Right, dude? Goddamn.
Yeah, but do you think when things go back to normal, the companies are getting us primed to be paying these prices? Do you think that when we go back to normal...
Oh, prices prices only go in one way.
Yeah, they're not retracting the prices. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
what I don't like to see is why is the company's putting the full onus of the bill on the consumer.
Yeah.
That's it. Why don't you split it down the middle? You take a little bit of a loss, and the consumer will take a little bit of a loss.
I mean, there's no way to know. There's no way to know which percentage of the cut is to which party. But I mean, like Eddie said, how would you know, right? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, but an honest business. And if it was the case of where, it's COVID and we need to increase the prices because of COVID, then when this is all over, then they should retract the prices back to where they were.
They should, but they're not going to. It's almost like when we went from the PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation 3, we went from DVDs to Blu-ray. And they were like, sorry guys, Blu-ray discs and the technology is too expensive. So instead of paying $40 for a game, now you're going to be paying $60. And it's like, well, that sucks, but okay, new technology. Technology gets cheaper, price stays the same. Then they're like, hey, you can now buy your game online. You don't even need a disc. It's like, okay, why is it still $60 then? If the price was because you needed all the stuff, why is it still $60? Mm-hmm. Dude, they're making their money. They're not going, like Zach said, it only goes one way. They're not gonna. You're right. They should, and that would be nice, but.
Well, maybe this will force them to kind of, open up their options, and like, why not set up a center in North America?
You're not wrong. That's what Prime One's doing.
Yeah. Why not set up a hub in North America and kind of, once you settle in North America, you can kind of ship from there and use that as a hub.
Yeah, but you got to get the product there to ship. Yeah. So it's like, I mean,
Americans aren't going to work for that kind of labor, bro. You kidding me? To be making these figures in America.
So they can come here and they could come to the states and work out of the states.
Yeah. Then they get
There's always a way.
States prices, bro.
There's always a way.
I don't think we do sweatshops in the U.S. anymore.
Yeah.
This was news from today, actually. Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner passed away.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
He became CEO in 2008 and was appointed chairman of the board in 2015. He took a leave of absence a few days ago for a cancer treatment and obviously passed away today. But, I mean, if you think about it, how huge of a company Hasbro became from 2008 to today. I mean, they're like juggernauts in the industry. I mean, they were already big then, but the lines that they've launched and the improvements in quality that they've made, it's definitely a huge loss for the toy community. And I just wanted to bring that up. I know it's not typically the kind of news we cover, but he was a huge part of that company, and it's sad to see. He's a pretty young guy.
Yeah. May his memory be a blessing.
Up next, Sideshow.
Oh my God!
Sideshow General Grievous joint replacements have been received by a few people, and Man of Hot Collectibles, I believe is his username.
Wow!
Posted a video. And,
I saw that.
I think he did say at the end of the video that the joints were actually better than what he received, but they still had the paint rub issue. Just handling the joints, paint was flaking off. And I wouldn't really say they were that much better than the stock ones. And it's also interesting, Ian pointed this out, you only get 2 sets, and the figure needs 4 total sets of joints. 2 for the regular arms, then 2 for the split out arms.
So you only get one
seems
set.
like you only get 1 set. It seems like a weird oversight or just...
Huh. You're right. I mean, obviously, there's 2 sets of arms. They do connect differently, and I think the main problem was with the solid, heavier arms. But yeah, you're right. It should come with more. I mean, if it's that big an issue, this thing, it's just take the L, Sideshow, and people who bought it. It's like, that fucking sucks. Like, I mean, sending out joints, like, thanks, I guess, but like you said, everything else about it's still fucked. Like, it sucks. It's just, yeah.
I don't want to be rude or insulting to anyone, but if I had gotten this figure, there's no way I would have kept it. I would just be sending it back, unless you got it and it was in good shape and you feel like that thing's gonna last.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who got that damaged and this and that, to be getting this in the mail with instructions, and I'm going to take time out of my day now to fix it. And I paid full. Do we know if they gave any reimbursements? Besides that $10, did they give any other reimbursements for people?
If you requested it, if you requested basically the reimbursement, then you could get it if you weren't satisfied.
Did someone not request one?
No, I believe the $10 from their statement was automatic, but you had to. I think you had to request. Either you had to, or I think the joints are automatic too, but you could return it for free, but you had to request that.
Okay, so it was either a return. It was either a return, or you get the joints and fix it yourself. Yeah, that's ridiculous, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be here taking time out of my day to read these instructions and put these joints on a figure.
Something that you fucked up.
Something that I paid full price on, and you're giving me $10 in rewards. The yippity-dee. No, this was unacceptable. They should have just recalled. We were talking about this with Juan yesterday on the unboxing with his situation with Queen Studios. They gave him a product. The product wasn't up to par, so Queen Studios said, "You can keep the product, and we'll send you a new one, or you get the money back, or so." But at the end of the day, they took care of the issue, and they left the collector with the benefit.
Yeah,
no loss to the collector whatsoever. And I understand Queen Studios and Sideshow, we're dealing with apples and oranges, but it's the same concept. Same sort of concept.
Be compared either way.
I would almost think Sideshow as a bigger company.
Yeah.
Queen's a fairly new company.
It's a new company, but I'm just saying statues and whatever.
But Sideshow
regardless.
makes statues.
I'm just saying that Sideshow, the way they executed this, was poor in my opinion. And what should have happened was, you want to teach Sideshow a lesson. Everybody who bought that figure, send it back. Everybody, you bought the figure, it was half-assed, send it back. That'll teach them a lesson.
That's the bottom line. I mean, you can't. Look, as soon as I saw the first run and I saw the problems, it was. I'll never forget. Will had actually hit me up. He was like, "Hey, did you see this?" And he showed me the video. All it took was just that video. I mean, it was no benefit. I'm not going to say, all right, well, maybe it was just this guy. Nope, I wasn't taking that chance, and I canceled right away. I went in and I canceled. I got my NRD back, and I was done with it. You know what I mean? And the amount of problems, like Sideshow should seriously be ashamed of themselves that they would actually go to this length to release a product that was faulty to begin with, and then all you're going to do is basically replace parts. You're not taking the figure back. You're not saying, look, we're going to take this back. We're going to, re-release it. We're going to get you something, or give you the benefit of actually getting your money back. They didn't give you those options. They just said, look, you have a piece. You paid the money for it. You're going to keep what we gave you. We're just going to send you parts to try to give it an update, and we're going to leave it up to you to basically fix it. That right there should have gave individuals who purchased this figure like, wait a minute, what? That's all you're doing? So you're going to give me these smaller pieces, and I'm expected to take, like you said, John, time out of my day to fix this figure. You know what I mean? And it falls on me to do it. You know what I mean? Just to have something in my and mind you, these pieces are only just for the upper part. It's not for the other arms. The arms are still, like I saw a video, they're still spinning. Somebody was actually spinning it like it was a Ferris wheel.
Feature.
Yeah, like it was a play feature. Like, yo, seriously, like literally, like it was like, they were spinning that thing like it was like the OG, battle armor, damaged armor, He-Man figures that came out when the chest plate would spin. Like literally, like that's just how it looked. It was insane that they did something like that. And I'm like, yo, why would you? I mean, already you didn't play. Look, you already called heat because of the bull crap that you actually did. It was premature, earlier. And you didn't play damage control. This, you had every opportunity to appease the actual crowd, the collectors who purchased this figure, because they had full confidence that you could pull something like this off. You didn't do it. And then all you can say is, we're going to send you these pieces or give you a credit. Or if you want an actual refund, you have to let us know. What? Are you serious, bro? Exactly. As a company, good business ethics from me is that if I saw this and I started seeing all these reviews, I would have did a full factory recall on all of them and said, I want them all back. We're going to get all of these figures back, and we're going to actually we're going to make good on our promise to give you something that's quality. And I would have did that. But we are talking about Sideshow. Yeah. So that didn't work.
And you know what, Leo? I'm going to tell you something. That's if, and this is pure speculation, but this is what I believe. I don't think that they shipped these out not knowing that there was issues. I think they shipped them out and they knew there were issues. There is no way to ship out this many figures and almost every one of them has the same issue without knowing. Mm-hmm. Without knowing. For sure they knew. Mm-hmm. It's like Ekwan said here, Sideshow would rather screw you over than take a loss. That speaks volumes on its own. That's how I feel.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they did. They screwed the actual consumer over, thinking that we have loyalists that will basically, and they do. They have a few loyalists. And I see them. I see them out there. They have a few of them. But, I mean, come on, man. Like, literally, like, you have to be honest with yourself as a collector. Yeah. You're going to have this thing over time. For anybody who basically has the Mythos Boba Fett, you know. I don't know. Nobody has to tell you. Know what you got, and you know what you're going to deal with long term. Same with this particular figure. You pose it once, you better hope it stays that way and never touch it again. And just imagine if you have to repackage that thing because you're moving home. You will not take it out that box again and get the same, or you can't expect the same thing. Like literally, like why? As a company, you shouldn't. You Sideshow, you know better. And I say this. I say this because I still basically have stake with them. I still have figures that I'm waiting on or that waiting on a release. I'm rooting for them. I want them to do better. Literally, I want them to do better, and they're not showing us that they can. Especially with this, they gave people false hope. They fed you false hope. But again, this is the company we're talking about. And I'm not. And again, I don't want to be deemed a someone who's. I'm not talking about the artist, and I'm not talking about the people who work there as far as who deliver the content. Because I feel sorry. Like, you work there, you work for the company that's giving you bullshit. But at the same time, like I said, this is a company that I look. There's no. I'm not crying tears over you. I'm not giving you sympathy because you should have done better and you didn't. So that's just my take on it.
What do you think, Eddie?
I think it's cool they sent the joints. I agree with John. They should give you your money back, or you should just send it back.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We're going to stop the show. I'm going to clip that. He said it. I agree with John. Can you imagine? I'm clipping it.
After the day you've had? Yeah.
Rather than this is just me. I'm not saying anything's wrong with anything else. Just rather than deal with the hassle or saying this is a piece of shit and telling them I'll just send it back, dude. Because put your money where your mouth is. Just everybody just send it, or Lael did, cancel and get your money back. That's the only way that this will change. Just put your money where your mouth is. That's how they see, and that's how they improve. If you keep it and make excuses and oh, but it's the only Grievous we got, and this and that, then no, you're making it worse. Just send it back.
I'm telling you right now, you said it perfectly, Eddie. Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen? It will not last. Companies like this that have poor service in this manner, you may call them, and over the phone they may give you the best customer service you've ever received.
Hey, they do have great customer service.
I know they do. That's why I'm saying.
Because they get so much fucking practice.
But the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding.
But you know what? I'll give you an example real quick, John. I got the when I got the Mythos Asajj Ventress. Mm-hmm. I got it, and it was completely fractured in pieces. Literally, there were seriously, the skull was detached, the saber was split, the skirt piece, it was broken.
Yeah.
And I actually messaged them, called them up. Great customer service. Yep. They sent me a message back. They wanted me to take. Look, they didn't even take the other one back. They didn't even tell me to destroy it. I sent them what was messed up. I still have a perfectly good head sculpt off of the other one, both of them. You know what I mean? But it was when it comes to the statue game. Oh yeah, they're over top. They're on top of it. They'll make sure that you get a replacement, and it was great customer service when it came to that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like I said, someone said that they should stick to the statue game. I totally agree. Yeah. Because that's where you're getting quality out of those figures. I mean, out of those those statues. But it was great. I experienced great customer service for that. But I mean, you would expect with the Grievous that they would have did the same thing, and they just fell short. So
it wasn't there, yeah.
The thing that's upsetting about the Grievous, though, is it's not their first time making a Grievous.
No.
It's their second time making one, and they learned nothing from the first one.
Yeah.
Badfish says I have so many rewards to use before they expire. That's actually a great point. We're in October. I believe the first round of expirations is January 1st. So if you have rewards with Sideshow that you accrued this year, they are expiring. So make sure you use those as soon as possible. Our main talking point tonight is haggling. You guys wanted to talk about getting a deal within, I guess, the community or within eBay.
Yeah, just however. Because, I was going to say, Zach, you are dude, Zach goes in with BDE, man. He'll be like, oh, you're asking $250? I want to spend $110. And, almost every time they're like, okay. It's how the fuck do you do this? I've been a pretty good haggler. I've gotten some pretty good deals in my day. But, sometimes, it's just shocking, with the thing with John the other day and his statues, I just thought it'd be a fun, interesting conversation to have.
So, I've had pretty good luck lately, and there's two things that I normally do. One, you got to let people know you're PayPal ready. Those 2 words will get you in the door like 80% of the time. People are selling shit because they either want money or they need money. They have something they're wanting to buy. And if you're going in there and saying like, hey, I'm a no BS buyer, like we're not going to talk about a price for a week and then I'm going to tell you, oh, well, next month I get paid or whatever. And so going in there with PayPal ready, like even if you're like the third person to message, if you say, hey, I want this, I've seen the photos, like I know what's wrong with it or what, whatever, PayPal ready, you will skip that line.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going right to the top.
If
Guaranteed.
you are not PayPal ready, don't even haggle because you're a piece of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should be stated. Yes, thank you. That's actually a great point. But I don't like making the first offer on negotiations. I think anytime someone's trying to sell something, anytime someone's trying to buy something, when I'm trying to buy something, there's 2 things that work here. I'm trying to pay as little as possible, and the person that's selling it to me wants to get as much as possible, if not exactly what they've stated they want to sell it for.
Right.
And I think those 2 things, in conjunction, there is some price that you can both come to. Now with eBay, it's technically against eBay terms, but fuck eBay. Usually I'll ask them very nonchalantly, like, hey, like, are you on any of the groups? That's usually what I'll say. And usually they are. And eBay fees, PayPal fees, like all these fees combined, listing fees and shipping, you can get a really good deal buying outside of those places because at the end of the day, you're spending less, but they're receiving more or maybe even the same amount, right? And so I had noticed, in the listing, it tells you where it's shipping from. And there's kind of little stalkerish stuff that you have to do. But I saw Gandalf. I was pretty sure it was the same guy I was dealing with. I just went to his profile. Boom, he's in this city. Went to the eBay listing. It's shipping from this city. I'm like, hey, this is you. I'm going to message you on Facebook. Let's do this deal outside of eBay. eBay's going to take, what, like a 10-15% cut of your profit? I don't want to pay what you're asking. I don't want to pay fees, frankly. And we were able to come to a great price. I saved... I think with tax, because I obviously didn't pay tax too, with tax subtracted, with his eBay fees subtracted, and I believe he covered the fees or we split the fees, I was able to get the bust for almost like $100 less. And I think he ended up with just a little bit less than if he sold through eBay. And what was nice is because on eBay, when you send an offer, the sellers, when they set it up, there's a range that they can set, right? So if they have a $100 figure and you offer $1, it's just going to decline it automatically, obviously. So anything outside that range just gets declined automatically. And I played a little dumb. I was like, hey, I shot you an offer, it got declined automatically. I'm not sure if you even saw it, but this is what I want to pay. And that got my foot in the door, and a few days later we were able to close it. So I just think you got to be savvy. You got to be in all the groups that are selling the things that you want. You might find that same person using the same photos and just hit them up, and it's worked out wonderfully. Mitchell says, I like eBay's seller protection. PayPal has some great protection as well. I've always heard that eBay's seller protection was more in favor of the buyer. I could be wrong. I don't sell on eBay, so take that with a grain of salt. But
yeah, we're haggling as buyers right now.
Yeah, Brenton says, I always like to go into any buying situation with a dollar amount in mind, then try to get it at or below that price. That is a great piece of advice.
Dude, another piece of advice, if you message them like, hey, I'm interested, and they say, make me an offer, just walk away.
Yeah.
They're not going lower than their top dollar.
Yeah.
It's like, you make me an offer, like, you want me to insult you? Or, because that's what's going to happen. Like, I'm going to go in with a number that's realistic, and you're going to get pissed off and not message me again. I'm not making you an offer. Tell me what you want, because that we need a starting point. You're selling it. I hate it when people do that. Leo, do you haggle at all, or you just, whip out the cash?
I just take my brother with me.
Oh, wow. Shit.
No, literally. I'll give you a quick story. So I wanted originally I got the OG Thanos on the throne. It was a statue. So I was searching around for it. A guy had it brand new. He wanted, he wanted like 9. He was trying, because he knew he could. He wanted like he started off with 9. He knew he wasn't actually getting the catch on it, so he actually lowered it down to like 8.75. So, and it was at a comic shop. So we went, had my brother with me. My brother knows nothing, too much about collecting, but he knows how to get what he wants and he knows how to haggle. So when I went and asked the guy about it, he told me he actually wanted it, or he was selling it for like $8.50, right? Now my brother heard it, but he was actually on the other side, just looking at the t-shirts, looking at the comics, stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So my brother comes over with his phone. He was like, yo, I just found it, bro. I just found it actually at the shop across the river. He was like, yo, dude over there is selling it for $6.50. Let's go get it now. I was like, all right, cool. Do you know that as soon as I left the dude, because like I said, it was Comic Connections, it's my comic book shop. He actually called me back on my phone and was like, yo, he said, I give it to you for $5.15 out the door right now. I was like, all right, cool, let's go. Yep.
That's a good
It was
one.
just having my brother there at that time, and he didn't know. And the thing is, it was like, yo, dude wasn't willing to take that hit. Number one, he's all about competition. And there's 2 comic book shops basically within 20 minutes of each other. He wasn't going to take that hit. You know what I mean? Especially if you have a loyalist. So he was like, yeah, nah, I give it to you. He called me up and I went and got the box. I was like, all right, cool. I'll take it off your hands. That was just it. But I mean, other than that, like, I learned just who to go, who, like you said, if somebody tells you like how much you are, or you give me an offer, when they say that, you know what I mean? Or somebody says, I'll take the best offer. Or sometimes they'll just throw it out there. And, if somebody's actually going to throw those numbers out there and they want to let you know right off the back, all right, this is what I have going for it. But, if you have something better, then I usually talk to them. We're able to come to some type of agreement. But some people out there, bro, seriously, like, I mean, come on, you know better. You know better. And then and the thing is, it's like sometimes half the time is those individuals that will actually have the piece and they'll be sitting there for another 2 years. So, you know what I mean? I think it's just all about knowing the person, knowing how to talk. But again, like I said, I'll take my brother with me. I don't care.
That's a good point that you make, Leal, because there was a statue I wanted to buy, and the store that I typically shop at had it, on display, but it was damaged. And I think it was something I could fix pretty easily.
Yeah.
But they wanted retail price.
Yeah.
Store across town, which typically raises their prices up, discounted it by $100 to get it.
Yeah.
At the same price as that other store.
Exactly.
But theirs was in perfect condition. And so I went to the store and I said, hey, like, you guys have it here for the same price as the other store, but yours is damaged. Like, would you give me any price off of what you have now to take it today? And they wouldn't budge. I walked out the door. That was back in May, and they still have it. And the other store still has theirs. So it's one of those things, like, if people don't want to make money, especially in this economy, today's day and age, where people aren't really trying to spend that much on that kind of thing, I think if you're a company, I mean, you got to take what you can get. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's there till the end of the year or longer.
Zach, so I'm glad you guys are talking about this right now. I wish I actually had my guy Vinny with me, because we just, like I said, we just came back from Comic-Con over the weekend. Now, here's the thing. I understand that with the pandemic and what everybody's experiencing, when you go to these places, they want, they're trying to recoup. They took a loss from last year. They didn't actually make as much money. A lot of places were shut down. They got, product that's sitting there. So of course, you don't want to actually experience, they want to make their money, put it that way. But some of their comics, some of their pieces were so overpriced. My Toya, my girl, she went to this one booth because she was trying to get her daughter these prints. It was like these anime prints that she wanted. This guy is real good. We went on Saturday and he wanted like $68 for it. Like he told her he wanted 60 for it. She went the next day because she was thinking about, all right, because she wanted all 3. She went back the next day, said, all right, cool. After talking to her daughter, she's like, all right, she knew a piece that she wanted. She went back the very next day. She overheard him talking to a younger crowd. He actually upcharged to $78. Like, literally. And watched her, knew he had her in line of sight, and upcharged. Like, this is what some of those vendors were actually doing. And they could have made money because people were like, look, out the door right now. I got the money in hand. I'll pay you this, that, and the third. And they had these pieces sitting there for a couple days. And it's like, look, especially on Sunday being the last day, Vendor 101 is that when you have these pieces that you want to take back, you're going to try to get as much as you can. None of them were like hardly any of them were budging, and I'm like, wow, like that's incredible, like literally incredible. Like my boy Vinny, he was trying to actually get a it was the Uncanny one. It was the first issue of Uncanny X-Men. It was marked at 9.8. You know, he had actually, the guy had got it priced out and all that. Dude wanted 2,400 for it, like literally 2,400 for that piece. But it was worth it. But when Vinny basically looked on different sites and stuff like that, he got it like for about $1,000 less. He could have, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, these people, like, literally, I understand that times are hard, but at the same time, if you're trying to make some money, you better start striking these deals, or you're gonna have stuff consuming shelf life, seriously. So it was just crazy. Comic-Con was like, it was as beautiful as it was, and I'm telling you, XM Studios has some beautiful pieces there, man, like amazing pieces. But other than that, like those vendors, oh man, they were beating people over the head with those prices, bro. Literally.
Dude, yeah, there's one guy that always shows up to our cons, and he has a big booth of Hot Toys, and his prices are like usually like no less than $5. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna see you next year. You're gonna have that piece. No one's gonna pay you for this.
Yep.
It's a
Eddie,
fucking.
what kind of, yeah, Dean, you're like, yeah, that's fucking first order snowtrooper, bro.
That's exactly what I was
gonna be here, bro.
Oh shit, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yep.
Bro, they ain't flying now. Eddie, what kind of haggling do you like to do?
I've never done haggling on eBay, which is weird because
I've never done that either.
Yeah, Zach's the only person that I know that does that.
Maybe I'm just a fucking piece of shit, dude.
No,
I'm definitely gonna try. That's awesome, dude.
When I suggested haggling, I mean like you go to pawn shops, like when you go to flea markets, like how do you haggle?
yeah.
Like what's your like plan of attack?
Definitely flea markets. Wow, little aspect, huh? No, flea markets. Frankensons is like a flea market, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or little cons if I go to them and I see, everybody's got their figures out there. And what I'll usually do is I'll pick a couple that I want. So like buy in bulk, and I'll be like, hey, I want these 3. I see you're offering them each for $20, or it's usually like Black Series or something. Like I see they're $20 each. If I buy all 3 of them, can I get it for $5 off of each of them? And he'll be like, yeah, I can do that. Or like, that'll be my haggling. Hot Toys, I try to do the same thing. It's just I can't afford to buy in bulk, so what I'll do is me and my brother will go, and we both know we want something like this figure, that figure. So I'll say it's for me, and I'll say I want this hot toy and this hot toy. I'm gonna get them both. So can I get like $50 off? And usually it works. But I will say, like, lately, I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, but people aren't budging lately. Like when I've gone in the past year, anytime before or after 2020 started, people aren't budging. Even if I've told dudes at Frankensons, like, dude, I can buy it on Sideshow for cheaper right now, and their excuse will be like, yeah, but you gotta wait. I have it here right now. Like, you have to wait for it to ship to you. And I'm like, I'll fucking wait, man.
I live in California. It'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I'll wait. I don't care. But they don't care, dude. They don't budge right now.
Which is crazy because, if they're wanting the money that bad, they have to assume that you also need money bad and you're willing to spend it, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. It's like, not that I'm trying to, out here ripping people off, but like Zach said, I'm trying to spend as little as possible. And you're trying to make as much, so like, let's work.
I got a kid to feed, man. I got fucking trying to get that shit for cheap as fuck. John, can we retell the story of how you got that friggin' deal of the century on those Mythos, please? That shit was fucking.
Because this is a perfect example of what I meant. John, tell your story.
I don't really know if I remember the amounts. I'll try to remember them, but I know Eddie played a big part in it. So the story was, I usually shop on, if I'm going to shop around here, it's Facebook Marketplace or a place called Kijiji, which is the same concept as Macari there in the States. So I saw this guy was selling the 2 Mythos, the original Mythos statues that Sideshow had released a while back, the Vader and the Maul, the original ones. And Eddie, do you remember how much he listed them for? I want to say it was like
800 for them all, right?
no, it was a group price. So I want to say it was like 1,600 or something, or 1,800.
Yeah.
It was 1,800, something like that. I don't really remember. If you guys listen back to the
no, yeah, because 800. I remember in my head I was like, oh, that's 800 for them all, and like 1,000 for the
exactly
for the Vader.
Exactly. So it was 1,800, something like that. If you go back and listen to the episode, and I'm wrong. I'm sorry, but you'll get the idea of the story. 1,800, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And I talked to him and this and that, and I kept haggling and back and forth. Okay, I'll do it for you for. I managed to get him down to 1,400. I got him to 1,400. I was ready to buy it. I said, deal done. And then we streamed that night. And Eddie's like, if you got him down to 1,400, you might as well try to get him down to 12. Or I got him down to 1,500, something like that. You might as well get him down to 12. And Eddie was like, this guy's, I was thinking, Eddie's right, man. I got to try. So I messaged the guy. I said, buddy, you don't have the shippers. You got to work on the price a bit more. And at first, he's like, no way, it's not happening. I'm like, you got to work on the price. There's no shippers. I got to drive an hour and a half one way to pick it up. All in all, the guy ended up doing 1,200 for both the Maul and the Vader together.
Jeez.
Fucking deal of the century, bro.
Yeah. So when my tips and tricks for haggling, I don't use eBay. I use the Facebook groups, like the marketplace and all that. And my whole thing is be respectable. Negotiate a bit, open up a little bit about yourself. It works. And the key is if you ever give a number out and they say, oh, no way, I can't do that, send them a message back politely saying, let me know if you change your mind.
That's
by the end of the day,
that's a great one.
By the end of the day, you get a response.
John, that's a great one. I've used that before, like, you know, specifically with that Sideshow Gandalf. I just put it out there like, hey, I know this is half of what you're asking, and I respect that. If you want to keep it up, you know, however long, if it doesn't sell, keep me in mind. I'll set $50 aside, and maybe we can make a deal. I think that's a great tip.
Oh, that's even better. Telling him the money's over here, baby.
Yeah,
it's right here.
I have it ready. Yeah. I could come pick up today, this afternoon. That's what happened when I picked up Thanos on Throne. The guy wanted 3,500 and 3,500 Canadian, and because it came with a portrait, a separate custom portrait. And I told him, you know what? He's like, okay, I'll do 3,000. I said, no, I don't want 3,000. I want 2,500. You give it to me for 2,500. I'll go pick it up right now. And cash. He said, no, there's no way. I said to him, okay, let me know if you change your mind. 3 hours later, he responded. And I ended up going to pick it up. Yeah.
Manny says, I think the best deal I've ever gotten was with my RoboCop. Sweet Dean came in clutch. I remember that. I was actually going through some old photos back in the day of our like pre-25th show recordings. And we had that episode, Dean, where we fixed the RoboCop during the show at the beginning, and then we tested it at the end, and Manny was like, pew, pew, pew. He was pew-pewing us with the gun. It was good times. We did ask on Auxiliary if anyone had any feedback or any discussion points for tonight. Joan says, best tip, only one word, patience. Love that. Pablo Meza said this is a great topic for buying on groups, but can you do some time in the future show on best sites to order off of in terms of price? Free shipping, no tax. We use Stevens Collectibles. There's others out there that do some great deals, especially if you're out of state. Brendan Riley says if they won't budge on the price, I put the severed head of a horse in their bed at night, then check in with them the next morning and see if they've gotten more flexible.
Oh, that works. That works.
Love to see that. Danny Lee says PayPal ready. Ben Thomas says I use the Canadian A approach. We are clearly too nice to haggle. Just give me a good deal, okay, buddy. Jose says I'll go the Zach route and send butt pics. Love that. Jose says if someone's trying to sell their item at eBay rates, then remind them that if you make a lower offer, they're not getting less because after PayPal fees, eBay fees, shipping, they take a huge hit to what they get. I'm never going to pay the eBay going rate for an item when most sellers on there inflate the hell out of their prices just to compensate for those fees. Those are all great tips there. Great discussion. I'm glad that we were able to have that discussion.
Yeah, Zach, you had said, and you've said it on the show before, another going into a situation, go to eBay, go to sold listings, and subtract that 10-15%, and that should be about what you're paying for said item. Because if you're selling on eBay, you're gonna jack up the price a little bit to cover that cost. So, yeah, do a lot of homework and like John said, be respectful. You don't want to be a fucking asshole. No one wants to deal with you. I always get scared I'm gonna piss someone off.
Yeah. Well,
like, stop
you're
asking
online,
me.
though. You're online. But just to mention what you guys were saying in regards to the, if you go to a show or stuff, you got to remember, a lot of the time, you're not speaking to the owner of the shop. You're speaking to an employee. And in some circumstances, the owner will say, no, we're not giving any discounts here. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. I get that, too, a lot here. When we go to Fan Expo, they hike up the price a half or if not double on some pieces.
Yeah.
So that's probably the worst place to go to haggle.
Yeah, those kind of events aren't great for haggling because, I mean, especially for the bigger cons, like a booth at NYCC is a pretty penny.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They got to recoup those fees.
It was like Lael said. Usually, if you go on the last day, like the end of the
people don't want to take that shit back.
That's when they'll give you that. Yeah.
That's how much, or that's not how much, but here we have a little toy show called Ekman's.
Ekman's.
If you guys remember that,
talking about Ekman's.
You're talking about Ekman's, dude. It's $500 to set up a table there.
Yeah.
Dude, and I feel bad because I've haggled there.
I don't feel bad.
I don't feel
He's like, I want the figure, and I'll take the table after you're done the expo.
No. They had a figure, came out like that week. It was brand new. And the box was damaged. And I was like, I mean, come on. Like, the box is damaged. Like, let me get it off your hands. And they were like, no, it's brand new. It just came out. I'm like, yeah, but if this one is the same price, because they had more than one, like, everyone's going to take the good one. I'll take the bad one now. Mm-hmm. And it was like the end of the day, I went back to the table. I was like, hey, the damaged one's still here. And so they fucking sold it to me for a little bit of a discount.
They're like, you fucking piece of shit.
Maybe. But, yeah.
You still have that figure?
No, in fact, Zach has it.
Wait, which figure was it?
Sora? Unless you sold it. The Kingdom Hearts? The Bring Hearts?
Oh,
Sora?
I still have that. I was going to sell it, but I just never got around to it.
When you left his table, that retailer was a Sora.
Wow.
Jeez.
Jesus
Christ.
That was amazing. Come on.
I don't know.
I heard from one of the booth owners at Frankensons that they charge like $700 a week.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Booth there.
That does not surprise me.
That's insane, dude. And that one guy has a booth that doesn't sell anything.
Yeah, New York Comic Con, you're paying about either $1,400 and up for a table.
That's
wild. And that's basically and on top of that, what it is I think there's a fee per table. But here's the thing. What they don't tell you is that you can actually bring your own tables.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that, but you can bring your own tables. You can actually have your own tables there.
Dude, we should get a table at a booth one day. Or a con.
We
should stream from a con. Yeah,
dude,
CW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CW live, literally, at a con.
I've done a couple different toy shows where I got a booth, but it was like $10. Like, I do it with Pops a lot because Pops you don't really get a lot if you sell them on eBay.
You really don't.
Yeah, you get hardly anything unless it's like
you gotta sell them in person.
One. Yeah, so in person, I have a bunch still in my storage unit, and but they haven't done one in a while since the pandemic and everything. But I would do those in person, and they charge like $5 or $10 for a booth. That'll pay, but like there's a toy show called the IE Toy Exchange in the Inland Empire out here, and they charge like $60, and I'm like, fuck that, dude, $60 for a 1-day show.
Dude, it's just
I used to do events like that for other hobbies, and I mean the table fees could be anywhere from $100 to $300. It was for a completely different hobby, but I mean, 1-day events. I mean, you gotta take into account how many people you expect to show up. But I mean, everyone was happy to pay it because they can make all that money back on one sale.
And the marketing.
Yeah,
as well.
see, like I guess it depends on what you're selling. Because when I think of like Ekman's, it's like Marvel Legends, It's like, dude, you gotta sell fucking half your lot just to break even.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks.
Yeah. I'll get rid of. I want to get rid of one stigma too. Now that we're talking, I know we talked about selling once, but the PM for price guy is not always a bad guy.
Ah, come on. Fucking list the price. Bullshit. List the fucking price.
Yeah, have the huevos, dude.
The
Sometimes
PM for
you'll get a
price
pleasant
guy,
surprise if you
he's
PM
hiding
that guy.
something. There's something he's hiding.
Are you the
He's
PM
being
for price
lazy.
guy, Eddie?
He is the PM for price
Oh
guy.
my god. Okay, guys, if it's
You can
Eddie, go
Yeah,
ahead.
you can ask anybody I've sold to. They get the best deal, dude. I mean, don't ask how the figure was handled, but, you know.
Jesus. You go through his pictures, they're all fucking...
It was a 1-to-1 scale sex doll.
He gets the figures. There's crumbs in the box.
Oh, peanut butter jelly?
Can't believe John bought it.
You hate to see it.
Look at that.
Hey,
Shiny
they-
Technos.
They're,
Yes.
they're tunnel twins.
You get.
He was cleared of all his charges, dude.
You open up the box. 2 hands are different color. What the fuck?
Oh, you hate to see it. That I was framed.
Let's blow through these real quick. First look at the new Resident Evil movie is here, and the film arrives November 24th. Only in theaters. It's Resident Evil 2021.
Dude, it looks so bad. And I love
it
Resident
looks like
Evil,
the
dude.
Mask dog. The dog from the Mask, dude. I
Dude,
don't
the
know.
dog from the
Oh my
mask
God.
is like, dude, calm down with the CG.
Peacemaker, give Peace an effing chance. New series streaming this January on HBO Max.
Can't
Things
wait.
I didn't need. Really?
Things I didn't know I wanted.
I will say John Cena has surprised me a lot. He's such a good actor. I don't
love
really
John
feel as
Cena.
cringy about him as I do about The Rock. Like in Bumblebee, stole every scene. In Suicide Squad, that was so.
How's he gonna act if we can't see him?
Dude, cock blockers, amazing.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen that one.
I thought he
That's
was
funny.
better in Peacemaker than he was in Bumblebee.
They all got that one.
How dare you?
I guess I missed that. I didn't hear it.
Move on.
Anyways, what do you guys think about this?
Dude, like I said, I didn't know I needed this. Now I'm like, fuck yeah. Thanks, Eddie.
What an angel. What an absolute angel.
Jesus.
Let's spend some time here, Squid Game, and let's talk spoiler free, because I know some of our team is working through it. Some of our team has seen it.
Seen the lights.
Dude,
Seen the light.
I didn't want to watch this show
Me either.
because I felt like it was probably overhyped.
Dude,
Seriously.
I thought I was taking crazy pills. When I first started watching it, I was like, dude, is anybody else watching Squid Game? And everybody was like, what are you talking? No, leave us alone. I was like, guys, check out Squid Game. It's
He's
pretty
not
good.
lying.
I was
I thought
watching
it
the
was
show.
like-
I was like, I haven't
I thought
seen
it
a
was-
single squid.
I thought it was like when Zach wouldn't shut up about Merlin. I was like,
How
I'm
dare
not
you.
fucking watching
Dude,
Merlin.
Merlin BBC, movie of the week when we get back to it. We're watching all, 13 times 5 episodes for 1 week. Hundreds of cast-strapped contestants accept an invitation to compete in children's games for a tempting prize, but the stakes are deadly. Released September 17th, 2021. Fucking banger show. The plot, the twist, the hooks, the acting.
Yeah.
Oh,
The dub is
Leo, you've seen it.
Yes, I
Yes.
did.
Okay, I didn't know he saw it.
I watched
whole
it
thing?
twice. I watched it twice.
Oh!
The
Yeah.
dub is absolutely awful. It is one
Yes.
of the
I like the
worst
dub.
dubs.
I like the dub.
Dude,
because
I
think it's
enjoyed
funny.
it.
Yeah, I think it's funny. It
Well,
reminds me of
they-
like Kung Fu Hustler or something.
Yes,
They,
yes.
there were
yes.
some complaints about the dub because they said that they got some of the actual content wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
they
even
did.
the translation
Something
of the sub is incorrect. I watched a girl on TikTok tear it apart. I was like, God damn.
Well, if you watch them at the same time, like I have it subbed while I'm watching the dubbed,
Yeah.
and you could, even if you're reading it and you're like, some of the shit is completely different than what they say.
Yeah.
No spoilers, Badfish. I
What do you
think
think
that.
about it?
Oh, sorry. Who'd you ask? Eddie?
No, go ahead,
You,
John.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
you're
Oh,
talking
okay,
about
good.
what do you think about it?
So I was hesitant. I remember Dean sent that message like a month ago. I'm like, Squid Game? Is this like some anime thing? Like, Jesus, here we go.
Viva Longoria?
So I was so hesitant.
Mamafuku.
Exactly. And it starts off a little, okay, what am I watching? Like, okay. And then when you get into the first game, we'll say it's game because it's in the title. Wow. It's just, you know what this movie is like? It's, you have to check it out. At least watch the first episode. If you're not hooked after the first episode, okay, don't watch it. But you get Saw vibes from here. Anyone else get those vibes?
Yeah, a little
better.
bit.
I think it's better.
Better, eh?
Much better.
Cleaner.
Dude,
It's cleaner.
I think it's better because of the second episode.
Really? I fucking hated the second.
No,
episode.
Okay, I'm with you, Zach.
Yeah.
The second episode is very boring.
Yeah.
But whereas Saw, where they're forced to participate,
Yeah.
in the second episode, they have a choice.
It's the free
And
will.
it makes it way more fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the second episode.
Yeah,
either.
the second episode is very slow.
Yeah.
But it's very
It picks
important to
up.
the rest of the show.
Yeah.
It pretty much is. I mean, I literally, it's been a while since one damn show. It took one show, had me like literally like you feel the fear, the anxiety. You feel everything through these characters, like literally, like. They did such a good job of bringing you into that world and allowing you to feel and see things, especially like, I mean, the socialism, the communism, everything that's actually happening over there. But then the games itself, you know, it shows you the greed, what people are willing to do to get over. Like literally, you would hate some of those characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some characters are suspect. You feel bro. All I'm gonna say is the damn marble game, bro. That broke my heart, bro. It literally, bro. I'm not, but it just broke my heart. You just hate it. But yeah, that's the thing is, it's like I'm not gonna go any further. But yo, just certain things break your heart, and then
Dude, leave you gutted.
Yeah, like literally leave you gutted like the entire time, man. But it's just like.
Dude, it was like watching the Red Wedding for the first time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, bro.
I don't even know what the Red Wedding is.
Bro, they take you on such an emotional ride with this show, bro. I had to watch it again just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But yo, I was all in. I can't wait. I'm hoping that they do a second season. I'm pretty sure they will. But I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
This
Dean, check private chat real quick.
This just goes to show you human nature. This is a perfect example of human nature and greed.
Yeah.
That's what this is. And people who say, you always hear this, money isn't everything in life. Oh, money isn't everything. It's this. You got to watch the show. Take some time. They're long episodes. They're an hour long, I think, 59 minutes each. It's worth the watch.
When Dean was talking about it, and then Zach wanted to put it on the show, I was like, really? Like, do we have to? And they kept bringing it up, and I was like, do I have to watch it? I don't want to watch it. Like, it's not my thing.
Yeah, Eddie was kind of giving me shit. I was like, Eddie, please. I was like, I know you'll like it. I was like, just watch the first episode. Because he said his girlfriend was watching it, and he was like, in and out, and kind of like, it's not my thing. I was like, dude, it's your thing.
Dude, even the first episode, I liked it even before the game started. Before the game started, I was like, I still liked it. The story of this guy, and you know, he's kind of down in the dumps. He's trying to make his money. He's got some problems, and I thought it was hilarious just because of the way the dubbed is, and like the way the actors talk and stuff. It's funny. Like it's funny to me. It reminded me of Kung Fu Hustle. And then once the game started, I was like, holy shit.
Yo. It show deserves it deserves a Golden Globe or Emmy. I don't care, like whatever it is, bro. It earns the right to be as popular as it is. Like
I'm really scared though that they're gonna Game of Thrones me, because
I hope not.
There's one character, if he fucking dies.
Okay, hush it.
I'm just saying, I'm only on season 5. I'm just saying, you guys don't do any facial expressions, shit like that. I'm just saying, there's one character. If that dude dies, fuck this show.
Wait, which
Alvin with the super chat says, would you guys get a 1/6 scale representation for the show?
I'd get them all.
I
saw the main girl. You know the main girl with the tree. It showed on the ad.
Yeah.
Holding up an alarm clock like this with a timer. I was like, 100%.
Absolutely not. What? Not only would I get a 1/6 figure from this show, I commissioned one. So this is the project I was working on with Watto. Zach was nice enough to pull up pictures. I know they wear balaclavas under the hood, but it's not important. They're gonna have hoods on anyway, so obviously these are I call them squids. I don't know if they have names, but and then the front man.
I better not see a portrait right now. That's gonna ruin everything.
Yeah, I think they're called the guards.
Yeah, the guards, and this is the captain. I think
this is the front man.
Oh,
front man.
Yeah,
is his
Watto,
name Gi-hun?
if you're watching,
that's the
main
guy.
character.
They were asking me what character that I like the most. Is Gi-hun.
The main character?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Game
love
of
that
Thrones.
character. No.
Well,
he's-
just
I'm attached
you know,
to that
just
character, man.
watch the show. Watto, if you're watching this, send me an extra front man when you send me Dean's, and I appreciate that.
Leo,
but you
no, Eddie
also-
made a mistake. It's not season 5. It's,
Yeah,
it's
episode
only
5.
one season.
I'm,
yeah.
I'm on the end of episode 5 right now.
Here's the
I
outfit
heard-
that you're making.
Can you
Yeah.
say this without spoiling it? I heard when they introduce VIPs that it gets worse, and I don't know if I'm there yet, but I heard that.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
it
think it gets
does.
worse.
I think when
You mean
they,
the quality of the show gets
Are-
worse?
are you talking
like
about-
it goes down?
No,
It's not as
no,
good.
no,
as
no,
The games
no,
get
no.
more intense.
The
but
games
no.
get way more intense, bro. It does not
wow.
get worse at all. It gets, bro. There is no going back. It doesn't get worse. It just keeps going up. It really does. It's incredible.
Oh, you
That's
so you
so
meant
good.
like it gets worse as in it gets crazier, like
Yes,
that.
100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It ramps up. But anyway, the head sculpts are just half the battle, right? You need the outfit. So I got these commissioned. I got 2 of them by
Unleashed Viper.
Unleashed Viper. Thank you, Zach. He should have the patterns ready. So if you guys are interested, I don't know if he's making more. He just made them for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited. They should be shipping out, I think Thursday or Friday. So I got to order fucking black gloves and bodies and
Everything.
shoes and MP5s. And
You know what's exciting about this?
The only thing I would recommend, Dean, is they sell. It's for making like flower arrangements, but it's actually also what the military companies use for making nylon straps. You can get that material because you have a leather strap here, but I believe in the movie their stuff is vinyl. It's not vinyl. It's nylon.
You know what you can use for this as well?
Oh.
What it reminded me when I saw these characters in the movie? Anyone here watch The Heist?
Oh yeah, Money Heist.
Money Heist, that's the one. You can use those that outfit for a custom figure, no? That's what it reminds me of.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, this was at the Comic-Con.
Oh, I was about to say, was that you, Leo?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was at Comic-Con, man.
Sweet.
Like, these dudes, look, we hit it off so much that I spent like a good 2 hours with them. We were just walking around. Like, it was just, because it was phenomenal. Like, everyone just wanted a picture with them. Like, they were actually probably one of the biggest hits of the actual Comic-Con because people loved it. Like, they just wanted to take pictures with them. It was incredible, bro. Like, that's how much of an impact that this show had. Like, literally, it was... I can't say enough about it. They did a bang-up job with this show, bro. Literally.
It's everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, biggest show in Netflix history, guys. If you haven't watched it,
You know what's one of the weird things about that dude that was, I don't know the dude's real name, but the cosplayer, he was playing the tough guy from Squid Game, right? That's who that was. When she's in the dubbed, when she's talking to him, she calls him old man, but in the subbed, it's babe. So like,
Yeah,
it kind of
it's
doesn't
weird.
make sense that she's calling him old man because she likes him. So it's like, I thought that was weird. And funny.
yeah, there's definitely some inconsistencies between literally like both translations are wrong apparently. So
Yeah.
Our movie of the week was A Nightmare on Elm Street. In Wes Craven's classic slasher film, several Midwestern teenagers fall prey to Freddy Krueger, a disfigured midnight mangler who preys on teenagers in their dreams, which in turn kills them in reality. After investigating the phenomenon, Nancy begins to suspect that a dark secret kept by her and her friend's parents may be the key to unraveling the mystery. But can Nancy and her boyfriend Glenn solve the puzzle before it's too late? There was things in this movie that I liked. I liked the scene where the parents, like, they're freaking out, their kid's having these problems, they take her to the doctor, and typically, like in a lot of the horror movies that I've seen, they, the doctor said, nothing's wrong. Like, we can't find anything. But in this case, obviously the doctor observed this girl going into a panic and manifestation happening. And I thought that was a neat scene because, like I said, in most movies I've seen, like, either the parents don't believe it, they don't believe it till it's too late. With that being said, I did not like this movie, really. And I think part of it has to do with, like, different aspects of it being spoof, like in different scary movies from the Scary Movie series. But I don't know. I know this is a cult classic. I know this is supposedly one of the most, best horror films of all time. Alvin says, was this anyone's first time watching this?
Yes.
I believe I had seen parts of this movie in the past, but actually sitting from the beginning to the end, this was my first time watching it, and I did not like it. I didn't think it was scary. I didn't think the acting was that great. It almost felt... I know Dean, you mentioned earlier, like, maybe it felt campy, but it also, I don't think it was trying to be campy. I was very confused by the tone of this movie, and I did not like it.
I'm with you. It was like, because there's sometimes where things are campy in a positive way, because they're not trying to be, and I don't think this movie is trying to be either. But like The Thing, kind of a campy movie, but again a cult classic. Aliens, I wouldn't call that a cult classic, but it's, I can understand why it has the following it does. This, I was like, why did this guy get so many movies? Like, Freddy Krueger's like not scary at all. There was a couple of really good scenes that I think for the time were really well done. Like when the blood comes from the bed, like up onto the ceiling. That was cool, right? Because like, it's like, oh, they had to build this fucking room upside down. But yeah, I was just kind of like, I mean, it's a cool concept, right? He can only kill when you're asleep, and the fact that his story is shared is what keeps him alive. Which is, that's a cool, like, concept, and I get it, like, that way, but, like, the fact that there's more than one of these movies is, I was like, wow. I didn't like it.
Okay, so now I watched this movie driving in the car. I put on the dashboard, and that's how I watched this movie. And I'm glad I watched it this way because
I took a break at Timmy Hortons and I watched Nightmare on Elm Street. Sorry.
Oh, you bastard! No, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, and you
that's
guys
high.
That's ridiculous. What are you people watching? 94%, and Richie Rich got 24%. Like, come on.
Well, I mean, I'd rather watch this.
All right, let's not get too extreme.
Dude, he's still so funny. That's good. That's a good one, John.
But listen to me. Some of the effects, I agree with Dean. Like when he's coming through the sheets. Where was it? No, he's coming from the ceiling, and the ceiling's stretching down, and or when the girls on the ceiling and bleeding out and stuff. That poor guy. But the acting was bad. I didn't like Freddy's character, especially
Wes
with
Craven?
the tongue on the phone. I was like, what the?
Oh.
I didn't like the movie. Not for me. I'm not a horror guy. I don't like horror movies too much. But this one, no thank you. It's not for me. Wouldn't recommend it. Didn't like it.
Alvin J says they realized he wasn't a scary figure and the later movies reflect it. Interesting.
I am the opposite of you guys. Freddy was always the scariest to me because I found it hard to believe that people like Manny's gonna get mad at me, but Michael didn't scare me at all because it didn't seem real to me. I was like, the dude could die. It doesn't make sense. Jason, the same thing. Like, okay, the dude can't die. Like, no matter what they do, it didn't make sense. This always felt like it could happen because people have such realistic dreams that they get scared and they die. Like,
oh, dude,
in their sleep.
I had a terrible nightmare the other day, so I know what you mean.
And as a kid, I used to have very vivid dreams. I used to wake up scared as shit. I would it was pretty scary to me. So
You seem like a really scared kid.
yeah, well, I was really
Like you
fucking
grew up
scared, kid.
afraid.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
I had a nightmare the other day too. It was Hot Toys reissued the DeLorean.
It's coming.
I woke up in sweat.
That nightmare is
That's
gonna be a reality. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you're gonna be living that,
That shit.
nightmare.
Yeah, you're gonna see Freddy right there. Man.
No, it wasn't Freddy. It was Howard.
But yeah, I always loved Nightmare on Elm Street, and is it the end scene of this one where she goes outside and she thinks she's okay, and then
Yeah.
the car turns into Freddy, and is that how
He's
this
a
one
car
ends?
now?
Didn't the car? It
Yeah,
turned
the car
into, like,
closes the windows and
yeah.
everything, and then the mom
Yeah.
goes through the hole, but it was like a dummy.
Yeah, I love.
We
this
got
movie.
real quick. We got a Facebook request for them to join our group from Sydney, Australia. What are your favorite episodes of Collecting Weekly? All the episodes of you guys giving John crap. That is the best way to answer that question.
Yeah.
Denied. Just kidding.
Wow. Didn't see that going.
Leal, do you like this movie?
Yeah. I do. I literally do.
That sounded like you're like trying to convince yourself.
No, I really
Like,
do. I mean, here's the
like, you're
thing.
like, yeah, of course.
Nah, I do. I literally do, and the reason why is because, like I said, it's nostalgia for me. I mean, I live when I went to the theaters and saw it. I like it off of the pure nostalgic value of the film. You know, back then, like you had films that during the '80s, that were trying to outdo each other. You know what I mean? They were trying to. What was the next big scare? What was the next big jump scare? And it was innovative to actually have something like this come along, where you have someone who basically haunts you in your sleep. Just the trailer alone, it frightened a lot of people back then, because you got to think that, we didn't have the big spectacle and, the cinematography that we actually have right now. Everything was CG and all that. Back then, everything was practical. It wasn't a really huge spectacle. It was all practical shots, that they utilized, and for what was done back then, it was incredible. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
the storyline might not have been as great as people, might have, pegged it to be, or people now. I mean, if you're watching it now, then of course you're looking at it and saying like it doesn't hold up well enough. But back then, it was an incredible piece. Like, it was for what we saw in the theaters, and going home and going to sleep and, locking your door because you were afraid that he was, kept people up at night. People didn't want to go to sleep and stuff like that. Like, it had an impact for what it was back then. So any film, the reason why I like it is because now horror films don't scare me at all. They don't. And it's because they put too much emphasis on, making it less practical, they're not well written, in my opinion. It's just not as well written as they should. And I'm not saying that every horror film back in the day was, but at least they put emphasis on making it, or trying to make a cohesive story. Now, it's just like the jump scare, what's the biggest spectacle? What can you move from one scene to the next? You're not really explaining like the character itself. It just didn't give me drive. It like these films did back then, like your Nightmare on Elm Street, your Friday the 13th, your Phantasms, your Halloweens. You know what I mean? Like just the Serpent and the Rainbow. Those films back in the day are pure nostalgia for me, because they really did scare the shit out of me back then because of what they attempted to do. And it was a mixed bag, that you didn't have the same narrative running through these films. Everyone had their different aspect, their niche, So I think that's why I practically enjoyed, just what they attempted to do. Should they have made a sequel to this? Probably not. But at the same time, I did, I can respect the attempt of what they gave us, with this film. So I did. Myself, I thought it was, for what it was back then, it was scary. And, I just have respect for Wes Craven and what he had. I mean, Wes Craven was a huge name back then, bro. Like, huge for some of the stuff that he dropped. Him, John Carpenter, everybody who was actually part of that film genre back then was incredible, bro. Like, literally, they gave us some amazing content. So,
So would you recommend watching this instead of drinking a cup of Metamucil?
Jesus.
Jesus.
He says it scared the shit out of him.
Whoa.
Why not just
You're
say
a
last
dingus,
week?
bro. What a dingus.
What movie do you guys want to watch for this week coming up?
I don't think who picked this one. Whoever picked it should be disqualified.
I think it was a
Conjuring?
group decision.
Conjuring? No, I can't do no exorcism stuff.
No, you gotta do.
Okay,
an
how
actual
about The
scary
Exorcism
one.
of Emily Rose?
No.
That's a fucking wild film, bro.
What about The Exorcist?
No.
Dude, as long as
How about 13 Ghosts?
Gremlins.
You know, I'm a Casper. How about Casper?
Hang on, where's Gremlins streaming at?
The friendly ghost.
Adam's
Let me
Family?
look it up real quick.
Dude, we should watch.
Let
we
Lael
should-
pick. Lael, what's one of your favorite horror films?
Ooh, it's on HBO Max.
What about Little
My
Shop of
favorite
Horrors?
horror film?
Yeah.
Oh, The Fog, the original version.
Oh, okay.
Which one is the original version?
It's John Carpenter's original Fog. Look it up, bro. It's incredible.
I think
John
I'm
Carpenter
thinking
makes
of
some
it.
good
It's on
movies.
Tubi. It's on Tubi. Wait, was this the one?
No,
This
you're
was
thinking
like
of The Mist.
not the newer version, not the updated
Mist.
version with
It is on Tubi.
What's his name from Smallville? He played not him, not
Tom
that
Welling?
version.
Was this the one where there was that army thing that exploded and made everyone zombies, or is that?
No. The Fog, basically, this is the sins of the past come back and haunt this small town. They're like in the fog, like there's like these
It's
ghosts.
on Tubi. I'm down to
Yeah.
watch it. That sounds cool.
It's incredible, bro.
Tubi's not in Canada, buddy.
Tubi's an app, bro. You just fucking.
Dude,
download
I
it.
got a movie and it's on YouTube.
What is it?
1958, The Blob.
Nope. Hard pass. Not even gonna.
Have you ever watched The
that.
Haunting?
Dude, Steve McQueen? Are you kidding me?
Nope.
All right, so what are we gonna do here? Manny says Halloween Kills. Cuervo says The Blob. Mario says The Ring.
Manny said
We should do
'cause
Halloween
that's this
Kills.
week. Yeah, we probably should do Halloween. But
Yeah,
then
but
you
how are
have
we gonna
to
watch
go
it? We don't have Peacock.
We can-
And I'm not going to the theater to watch that movie.
Go to the theater. You
I'm not
fucking
going to
cheap
theater.
fuck
I'll-
with your
no,
haggling
I'm not.
ass. The money you
I'll-
saved.
I'll go to the theater to watch Dune next week. We're not going to the theater to
I'll
watch
tell you, watch
Halloween
Ghost
Kills.
Ship.
Oh my god.
Ghost Ship is amazing.
All right, Dean, what do you want to watch?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Do you have you ever seen Needful
Is it
Things?
streaming?
Needful Things.
I don't
is pretty
know.
fucking
But
good.
honestly,
Okay.
The Blob, I remember being terrified of The Blob. as
Or
a
The
kid.
Haunting.
Ooh, The Haunting.
The Haunting was good.
I love The Haunting.
Which one's The Haunting?
In
When
Connecticut?
It's
No.
with Liam Neeson.
yes.
Liam
With that
Neeson.
fireplace, I was
not
scared
streaming, though.
shitless
Not
as a
streaming.
kid. How do you know?
I hate
You checked?
And it also has 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck that. I'm not watching that movie.
It's good. So what?
Yeah, but Nightmare on Elm Street had 94.
Okay, The Fog. Are we doing The Fog? It is streaming.
I'll do The Fog. I don't care.
All right, let's do The Fog.
I'll pick
Wait.
up with you.
If I
Oh
may.
my God! Come on.
I'm not going to include the audio, but just look at this production value. Look, Steve McQueen, everyone's running, everyone's scared. What is that? And they run over here.
Okay, 1950s.
Dude,
I would
watch.
rather-
Watch. It's chasing everybody out of the theater. Hold on, wait till you see the special effects, guys. Like, this is next level for 1958. I mean, Star Wars was
Can you make it
still
full
over.
screen?
Oh.
Yeah.
Elvira. I want to
Look at
do
it.
Elvira.
Look,
I'm
that
down for
bitch got
Elvira.
knocked down. This cop's kind of like, where are all these people come from?
Not a
Look
single
at
Latin
this.
in sight.
He's like, they're all gone, sir.
The Latins?
Yeah. No
They're
need to go
working.
in there.
Is that
They're
Ted
all
Cruz
gone.
in the back?
No, dude.
Rewind
he
real
was
quick.
He's the Zodiac killer. I don't know. Look at this.
Look
Are you
Terrifying.
serious right now?
Look at
I'm not
that.
watching this fucking
I feel
shit.
like I'm watching Goosebumps.
Shit looks like fucking Grimace's nutsack, dude. I'm not watching that shit.
That- Look, oh my god.
Looks like Meatball
That-
from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Hey, Meatball.
Meatball.
This dumb kid.
Dude, that's Brad Pitt. It's his first movie.
Yeah, right.
Just kidding.
If it was, I
Like,
wish
holy shit.
I believe
I wish
it.
the blob got him.
Oh, shit.
Look at this stupid ass kid.
Look at this chick. Oh, now it went from the blob to Grease.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing.
Get away from the window, you.
We're going to get
Dingus.
claimed.
All right,
What
we're
about
watching The Fog.
what about Sweeney Todd or
Ooh,
Edward
Sweeney
Scissorhands.
Todd.
I've never seen Sweeney Todd.
Neither have I.
Wait, I thought those were the same people.
Edward Scissorhands and Sweeney Todd.
They're the same actor.
Dude, is Edward Scissorhands a horror movie?
I don't know. It's
Edward-
Halloween-y. I watched
Wait, no,
it during
hang on.
Halloween. So.
Sweeney Todd is on Tubi for free, and it's 86 Rotten Tomatoes.
It's tough.
I think I'm going Sweeney Todd plus. Yeah, let's do Sweeney Todd. Is that good for everybody?
Is Tubi available in Canada? Well, there's only one way to
fucking
find out.
open up your phone and look, dude. Come on, we've been talking about this for 10 minutes.
It's called Koiji over there. It's called
Kajifi.
Kajiwa.
It's Kijiji,
Look at that.
you
It's called
illiterate.
Meat
guacamole.
pies. Cuervo knows about
Illiterate.
the meat pies. Cuervo saw the Dungeons and Dragons.
You guys are the worst
anyways,
movie pickers ever.
Okay, you also picked Richie Rich, so don't fucking.
Richie Rich was a phenomenal movie.
Also, speaking of Sweeney
Oh,
Todd,
actually,
fucking-
hang on. Sleepy Hollow. That's a good one.
Ooh,
That's
no.
a good one.
Mario,
Yo,
get back
while
to
we're,
Disney.
While we're talking about Nightmare
Sleepy
on Elm
Hollow
Street,
is Sweeney Todd.
fucking Johnny Depp was in this movie.
Yeah, it is.
And
it was
Johnny
like
Depp's in.
Sleepy Hollow is
introducing
Sweeney
Johnny
Todd.
Depp, and it was like, whoa. There's a
Bastard.
time when Johnny Depp needed introducing.
Bastard couldn't stay awake.
That's also, yeah, that's a good Johnny Depp movie too, right? Isn't he the Headless Horseman?
Weird crop tops going on
How
in that
about
movie.
Blade?
Blade's pretty
Blade Runner.
Okay, Sweeney
That's
Todd it is.
scary.
I've spoken. Dean, let's say thank you to our Patreonies, please.
Our Patreonies. Yeah, guys, we want to give a huge shout out to our Patreons.
Oh, The Fly.
Sean Fear.
Good fucking movie.
Ian CV, Renee Mendes, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Lemur Hernandez, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, James Colley, Joao Bretta, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krepp, Big Ol' Fern, King Zach, Caesar Mariquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin Bomansky, Rick DeGregorio, Alvin Jules, The Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Azucena, Bo LeBoy, Jimmy James, Mario Cortez, Stephen Percha, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Jesse Contreras, Eddie Manzanares, Joe Chutbeeks Corpus, Louis Bennett, Kevin Vegar, Chip Parent, and Jimmy Hernandez.
Come on down.
Wow, bunch of angels. Here is a look at our October Patreon benefits: the CW Drip Horror sticker and the Boogie Manny sticker. Those will be shipping out the next few weeks. Great stickers there. Manny did a great job with his Myers-inspired host sticker. We have 3 tiers: the Sweet Angel tier for $5, the Certified Crispy for $15, which is the certificate with assistance with figure fixes and all the benefits of the previous tiers. The What a Guy tier, which is the 18x24 silhouette poster, doubles of all the stickers we send and all the benefits of the previous tiers. We also did do a poll on Patreon, and hats were chosen to be the benefits for the Patreonies for the top tier for their annual gift. So we're looking into pricing hats. We hope to have some ordered hopefully by the beginning of the year, and we'll start sending those out to people that have hit a certain number of months in that tier. And we'll work with you guys on designs for that, so stay tuned for that. Here's a look at the network. We have Small Talk, CW Live, OFAC, The Ringcast, In and Outs of Collecting, Live and Let Dice, CW Live Unboxing, After Dark, and Ox Plays. Also follow us on Instagram at collectingweekly_clips. Here's a look at the week that we have ahead of us. So we have Wednesday 10:30, which is After Dark, Small Talk 8:30 on Thursday, and In and Outs of Collecting Friday at 10. We also have Bricks and Brews, which is going to be Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I believe slots are filling up pretty quick for that, so if you want in on the Lego stream, hit up Sean Usby. It's going to be a fun stream. We're all going to be drinking and building some Lego, so it should be pretty fun. We're also doing a Iron Studios Hulk giveaway with Collector Zone. Be sure to enter that if you want a chance to win. And don't forget, you have a few more minutes to use your code CW10 at 16corner.com for 10% off all in-stock figures. Check us out on TeePublic. Shirts go on sale pretty often there, so definitely don't pay more than $13 for a shirt. We just put up our D&D shirt over the weekend, and you can get the whole team on your shirt. Join us on Facebook, Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. It is it's a great show, or it's a great group. We We all kind of just fuck around in there, and it's fairly drama-free. And let's plug some friends of the show. We have 6 Scale Scavengers, Optical 20, JB Collection, KG Collector, PJ the Paradox Nerd, Rogue 16, Boogie Manny, Jouant from Third Party Reviews, DCX, 1 6 Scale Man, Layout. We'll let you plug your channel here in just 1 second. John the Everyday Collector, Will Foxification, Just Another Friday Night, 6 Scale Reviews, Casual Nerd Problems, Cash to Gemini, and P-Rockzilla. Layout, what do you got going on the channel this week?
Let's see. So we just basically have comic book discussion yesterday. So we just kind of ran through. You can actually catch the run back on that. We had that last night around 9:15. We just recapped the Comic-Con experience. Just went through a couple of different things. Had a couple good guys on there last night. This Thursday we're actually going to have a live stream for just upcoming. Is actually titled What's Next, and that's for the Say What segment of the show. So definitely we'll have like a good decent panel there as well, so you can tune in for that. Next week again, comic book discussions on Monday. We'll have the Say What segment on Wednesday, and then next Thursday will be Uncivilized Scoundrels with co-host Mario. So tune in for that. Definitely, if you haven't already subscribed to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. Like I said, it's great community, great space to be in if you want to just talk nothing but collectibles, have a good time, and just a positive experience. So yeah, stop by.
It's a great channel. Be sure to check out 1/6 Scale Man on YouTube. Do you guys have any shout outs you want to give before we kick this one off?
Give a shout out to everyone who took the time to give us a watch this evening, everyone in the chat. Thanks for the support, guys.
Yeah.
Bunch of angels.
Shout out to Leal for coming on tonight.
Definitely,
angel,
man.
bro.
Always. Anytime you invite me, I'm here.
Busy guy, man. Fucking made time for us. What a guy. Big shout out to everyone that tuned in to Live and Let Dice. We did really good on the audio numbers, and the video was pretty good as well. And we appreciate the support. I think Cody is putting up a poll for the Halloween episode. It's going to be a horror themed, and so he's going to give you some characters to choose from, and the Patreonies will get to pick the theme of our next episode. But yeah, big shout out to everyone that tuned into that.
Yes, man. Great show.
I was a sleepy man. Anyways,
I'm still winding down. It's like I'm comic lag, bro.
Yeah, you're like up here for so long, and then you come home.
It's like literally like on Saturday. I was telling the other guys like we walked, or was it Friday? It's Saturday. Saturday I checked my my steps on my phone. It was 88,000 steps, bro.
Dang.
88,000.
I don't think I've done that all year.
88,000 steps, and that was just on Saturday. Mind you, we walked every single day. Now, mind you, we actually had a hotel closer to the con, but still, like we walked all around, pretty much Harlem, all around, Times Square. Like we were just pretty much everywhere. Then I went to go visit family over in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? It was just, it was crazy the amount of walking that we actually did. I was beat down, tired. I think I'm kind of still feeling it. But yeah, like it was a lot, bro. It takes, like I said, if you go to a con, especially New York Comic-Con, get your cardio up, cause straight up, like you will be walking everywhere. Get a wheelchair. Yeah, do that. Get you like a hoverboard or something like that. A reissued hoverboard.
Oh
no.
Anyways, big shout out to you guys for tuning in tonight. I'm Zach.
Love you guys. I'm Dean.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Lael.
We'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye.